out. I trolled their shit and blocked them again.
Yeah, Rob, like, damn.
Oh,
Yeah, you're trolled.
everybody come back.
Y'all
There
just
we
go
go.
on and block every account that he comes in on. Fuck that little bastard. You're getting blocked from StreamYard too. Nobody wants nothing to do with you, Square. Know that.
Ain't nobody give a fuck about you, Squire, bro. Sit over there and play your little fucking video games and be a good little bitch. You know, quit letting kids up on your stream, man. Quit letting kids up on your stream. I mean, you should have known what was gonna fucking be said, bro. You should have known that was a motherfucking setup for failure. Damn, motherfuckers be getting put in the corner left and right. Yeah, damn. Oh, okay.
Will you take it out, please? Yeah, you got trolled. I got it.
Bird, what name
It's
did he do
under
that?
just Square. It's under just Square.
Just Square? Okay.
Dumbass.
You already knew what I was gonna do too. Okay, just
I
Square.
would that just hit the unmute button to say it. I swear to God.
That's crazy
How
as hell. All
fucking
right.
nuts.
I'll be right
How
back.
fucking nuts. Y'all just with the ones with Richard just try to stay on top of unhiding folks that he be hiding. Square, you got like 20 seconds to do what you're gonna do, you little piece of fucking shit.
Oh,
You ain't
fuck
doing
you.
shit. Like that's old shit. Like you ain't saying shit. Go the fuck on somewhere. What you talking about?
Square's over here trying to sabotage somebody else's shit.
All right, he's out of there. His ass is. I took his wrench from his ass.
Blow that whistle. Blow that whistle, Gene. Blow that whistle, bro.
Flagrant foul on Square. Take it.
Happen a little faster.
People are finally waking up to the same shit.
Send his ass back to the locker room. Security, get this motherfucker out of here.
He gone. I got it.
Square.
Get
that
this
shit is dead, bro.
out of here.
That shit is dead. What you doing, bro? The same shit. People are tired of it. You call that content, we call it motherfucking failure. Like, get your ass gone.
Great. Y'all did great. No worries.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Good looking out, man.
He did the same thing in Moses today. He's such a little punk.
I'm feeling good now. I'm about to go all the way to 3 hours. I'm going all the way 3 hours on your bitch.
Carrie, the green light was lit on me fucking months ago. I'm still here. Fuck them.
I mean, they've done had the green light on me, man. I don't give a fuck. I mean, what they gonna do?
They ain't finna do shit, Carrie. We got your back. We're not gonna stand by and watch them and let them talk shit to you and all that. I know you ready to come up.
Ain't nobody use you. Go to fucking hell, Square. For what? What did you do? Please tell me what you did.
Carrie, go ahead and come up, Carrie. Please come up.
Yeah, you don't even have to put them panties on to come up either, girl.
Come on, man. Come on. We ain't gonna talk about panties and shit, but I do want to talk about what happened and shit on the stream last night or yesterday. I didn't even know you was going up there. And we ain't gonna stand by and let them talk shit about you, Carrie. Fuck that shit. One go down, we all go down. Together up in this bitch.
Fucking pussies. Fucking
Y'all smoke
pussies.
them if you got them. Iceman is right.
Fucking
Light up your
pussies.
cigarette and shit. Whatever y'all smoke, y'all light it up.
Shit, I just lit a motherfucking blunt. I don't give a fuck.
Ooh, we talk to him, Cat Daddy. Talk to
Yeah.
him, Cat Daddy.
You better be
I don't
you
give
better
a
you
fuck,
better not be
man. I
on
mean,
probation.
I don't gotta. I got that medical marijuana card now. Ooh wee.
Drop
I
that
got
link,
you,
Bird.
Carrie. Hold on.
Damn, get out my head, Bird.
You better not have a gun, Ice.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
everybody get your
It's
swishers
getting a
out.
little crazy.
Get your rolling papers.
I got it, Grandpa.
Get your bong out. Whatever, man. Whatever you got.
Don't worry about
It's
me.
a fine Friday night. A fine Friday night.
Slowly inhale and slowly
Can't find
exhale.
what?
For shit show.
Yeah,
Oh, let me look here.
we're gonna get you high today. It's Friday. And some of y'all motherfuckers ain't got no job. And some of y'all motherfuckers ain't got shit to do.
No, I don't see it in the
Hell
chair.
yeah.
And a lot of them motherfuckers ain't got no weed neither.
We got
Nah,
somebody.
man.
We got somebody back there, Bird.
They got
Hello.
that old
Hey, how you
brown weed.
doing? How you doing, Carrie?
I'm good, Gene. How are you guys?
What
We're
up,
doing good.
Kay?
Want to give you.
And Christine,
Hi,
how are you guys?
Iceman. How are
What up?
you?
How are you doing, Jimmy? How
I'm
you doing,
good, I'm
Jimmy?
good. I ain't gonna talk about your panties though.
Yeah,
Iceman,
because it's
you'd
more
be so disappointed. You
because
would be so disappointed.
it's borderline sexual harassment. That's
Okay,
why.
there's this kind of panties you get. Like, I don't know how many women out there like reach this point where you get chubby and like you don't have a waist anymore as much, and so you have to get like, okay, so my panties have like this little thing across the top to keep them on. It's like if you were, it's like maternity clothes is what it feels like, you know. So
It's
I
like an
mean,
elastic. It's like an elastic.
it's not like elastic pants, but yeah, it's like
Okay.
it is like elastic, but it's not like pants, you know. But yeah,
Okay.
That's a
Okay.
stick.
yeah. I don't really want
That's
to
a
talk about this. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I know it. I know it. I know it, Carrie.
Okay,
What'd you
thank
say?
you.
So what I want you to come up here with for is that I wanted to let you know, like personally, let you know that we're not gonna stand by and just let people just like, no, we're not gonna do that. We're not doing that here.
They support pedo
Gene,
supporters.
yeah, so you're gonna defend the person that sent Cyrax a guitar.
Yeah,
Cyrax is a
rapists and
fucking
pedo
horror.
supporters. Yeah,
Cyrax is a fucking horror cow. A horror cow.
yeah, that's like the next level. It's
Literally.
unbelievable.
And
Oh yeah,
I've seen the shit and the number of channels and everything I have seen when he went at Music Biz Marty for what? Just I mean he ought to have known what was in store for him. He went
oh
up there
yeah,
talking
man.
shit, tried to swing, he got his ass beat.
Oh yeah, within seconds he got his ass beat. But I mean, all in all,
And
the guy's a
but then
pedophile.
he gets baited by this one guy, which I guess I'll give props to the guy that baited him, although he had to take fucking couple swings, I think, from Cyrax's baseball bat. Nevertheless, though, they fucking got his ass arrested.
Yeah, yeah, he definitely got put in the cuffs, man. But I can't believe Carrie, man. I used
And,
to
and,
like
and
her, but man, unbelievable. Pedo supporter.
talking about Carrie?
Yeah, she's a pedophile
No,
supporter,
no.
man.
The thing is that uh here, show your face. Here we got um. All right, 1 second. I gotta get you up. Hey, here we are talking about and V. he said I told them to donate to the people that was up on panel. He was like, but you weren't up there that day, and I was like, yeah, I wasn't up there that day because they had already started doing that bullshit, and like the first thing they did was Chrissy fucking got mad at me for hiding somebody with a Jagger Fagger name. But every time somebody comes in here with the slightest shit about her, they get knocked. But she want to tell me I'm ruling the chat and all this. So I said in the private chat, I said, you doing too much. And I got the screenshots. And she said, fuck you, Square. And I said, okay. She's like, don't talk to me. All right. So I didn't. The next
Damn.
day, she's in my chat, though, showing support. Ain't
No,
that
she's a
fucking weird?
weirdo.
All right.
She's a
That's
Yeah.
weirdo.
fucking,
She
there's
started that
that.
new. She started that
And,
new IG. Like I used to
and then
talk
when
to her on the first IG, and then she
on the
left this
first
new. Never
IG,
heard from her.
and yeah, she took me off of her original IG too, and I'm like, really? Like, you're the
Yeah,
one
it's
that held
weird.
on to my fucking voicemails. Like, yeah, and I'm supposed to be part of the team. And then Ice let it slip. Books, I got your ad request, and I said, oh, okay. And I straight up called it out. I said, so y'all cool with adding just certain people, but y'all won't. And they're like, no, Books don't add anybody. Ice said he tried to add. Like, come on down, dude. You
No,
know
that
when
was a
you hear
lie to
somebody,
you.
No, man.
that was a
That was a
lie.
lie.
Chrissy sent me an invite to Ice's channel on Instagram, so I did it. I
You get it?
submitted. No, I've never gotten it back, but
No,
I've
I'm
never
talking to
spoken to
my
Chrissy
granddad.
since. Yeah, since she got her new channel, and then after everything went down
That's
crazy this
hot,
time, I've
Grandpa.
not
It's
talked to
horrible.
Bird either. But I mean, I didn't. The stuff that we talked about was irrelevant stuff. It was about like the rap murders and shit like that. It
Man,
didn't
I
have
don't
anything.
care.
Well,
Army
then I was
vets are
up
a
there
weirdo.
talking,
I mean, I
with
wouldn't
Bird
share
and
it
them,
anyways, but
we were going at April, and April had was mainly talking about me too and Bird. But anyways, we was all sitting up there talking, not just me. Everybody was stepping over one another. So Bird puts me in the back and says I needed to time out and cool down.
Who the fuck is she to put
L-
everyone down?
Yeah.
let me see
they
you
didn't
do
like you
that.
from the get go, Square.
Let me
They
see
did
you
not
do
like
that
you
to
from the
Ice.
get go.
Let me see you
Yeah.
do that to Ice, Bird.
Birds
Well,
need
Do it
need
to
to time out
do it
from
to Books.
dicks in
Square,
their
she
mouth.
didn't like you from the get go. She was just they
Hog
were
head.
looking for a reason to get rid of you. Something that would be an oopsie daisy with any one of their people is
They
oh, we
knew
got to
that there
have an
was
investigation into Square and
I guarantee you,
Square didn't like
you,
Bird didn't like
I
you. We know for sure Bird didn't like you.
I guarantee
Army
Bird
may
don't
you.
like
have.
much.
Army may have.
I got some news for you, Square. You can say that Hoghead, she definitely has her sister's I guess it's her boyfriend, like in her, she uses them for pictures, and in the occupation that she's in. Yeah, she uses them for pictures. It's a weird family thing. I don't know what's going on over there. I
Did you
mean,
say
it's a weird
brother?
sexual thing. It's weird as fuck. She's definitely a fat hooker, and yeah, and but yeah, definitely like for real
Because she could,
certified
you
fat
know why?
hooker.
Because you know why? Because she wasn't, she couldn't accept the fact that she'd have to work hard and actually have to try to lose that weight. So she just rather sat in it
Exactly.
and get fucked.
She's gonna eat herself to death. That's no, like literally, she'll probably like pass away in her 50s because
But
she's
see
gonna, keep gaining weight.
that
Well, they've got.
escorting thing is going to run out because as soon as she gets a certain age and a certain
Oh yeah.
elasticity, as soon as that elasticity is
I
fucking
mean, it's
worn out,
about
which it
probably
does.
gone.
That's gone.
Look,
Anyways, that's
I'd
the
say her
definitely
elast.
gone.
business is
Square.
over with now.
Well,
Like
no,
really.
it all if it it always stretches back and gains some tightness, some tautness back, but over
I'd
time
say
No,
it's
it
no,
does.
stretched out, but not tight.
it takes a while. Yeah, it never goes back to the way it was. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm talking about
and she's
a
being
baby gonna
and
come
she
out of it. I mean, that changes it. I don't.
and
A
she's
dick
being
won't. I don't think a dick will change it.
and she's being fucked by BBCs, which I ain't got no problem with if that's her thing. But I mean, just
Yeah, do her thing.
think about it from the scientific perspective, though. She's purposefully going at the race of guys that by nature have bigger dicks,
Yeah.
and
Not always. Not always.
and
Not
I'll tell
always,
you from
I,
but
I
experience. Not
have yet to
always.
seen a white dick as
Told you I
big
play
as a
college
black dick.
basketball, man. Not always.
I'll tell them.
I've yet,
A message
I've,
was
Some
sent to
though.
me, Square, real quick.
Some man, I'll tell you.
Rebels says to unblock a bunch. No, Buddy said to hold on. Already draws a quick message.
Buddy
well, hold
says
on, I'm
that
not
on.
unblocking anybody right now. I mean, guys, I just
Okay,
my email last night.
I'll just
That's the
tell you
thing.
what he said. He said that Rebel blocked a bunch of people and Buddy can't talk, and if you could unblock them. I'm just delivering the message.
It's no big deal. Do it when you can, but whenever, it'd be great.
Trying
But
to
okay,
trying to make
carry
some
on,
Square,
of
soldier.
don't
these.
let them get to you and make this your last night.
Yeah,
Just
fuck them,
transform and
man.
make it like
No,
go
it
into
is.
something new, dude. You're already
Just
doing the gaming stuff,
fuck
man. That's
them.
cool, dude.
They're weak.
I
They're
can't keep
weak as
doing that
fuck,
here in
man.
this algorithm. It's not the right place for that algorithm.
No,
Like they're
I
They
agree
trying to
want
on
call
that.
me
I agree
they
on
try to
that.
call me a pedo and stuff all because I was gaming and I got paired
Who
up with
did?
somebody who
Who
they've
called
all
you
called me
that?
a they
I was
Bird
in
and
the
all
chat
them
when
and
all that
Army.
happened. Well, fuck them.
to.
Those are the only two people
Yeah,
saying it. I
fuck
was
them.
in the chat when that happened,
I was very
and you
nice to that
ended.
kid
Yes, you
and
were.
I
I
ended
listened to
it.
the entire thing. I'll vouch for
Yeah,
everything. I
they've been
listened to
trying
it.
to silence
I
me
even told
forever. They
you not to
can't.
worry about it. I told you to keep playing the game just because I have a
Yeah, but
nephew and he does that. Like he plays what's that damn game that all the kids are playing now?
Fortnite.
Fuck, Fortnite. That one, yeah. And he's on there with all kinds of older dudes, So that's the only reason I said
Yeah,
keep
but they're
playing.
like, oh, but you're streaming. I should have realized it. Well, number
Well,
one,
yeah,
I'm
but you
streaming
can
from
mute
my
the kid,
PlayStation.
right? Then you can mute the kid or whatever. And there's a
And I
million
figured,
other people doing the same
and I
thing,
didn't know that because that's the first time I played multiplayer. Like I broadcast my gameplay before.
right?
I never played online though. Like I would play
Okay.
I would play offline against Call of Duty hardened bots. That's what I did earlier
Oh,
today.
that's
Like
cool. Yeah,
anytime in the past I
I
played
like Call of
COD, I
Duty.
never had that issue. But
I've
Well,
got Red Dead Redemption
JM
Reddit,
said
and
he
I've got
would play a
COD
game with you,
too.
on that game. He said that accept his username and he would you definitely play a game with you and
I'm gonna leave your door
stream
open.
it.
I'll close mine. Okay, be quiet.
So I just wanted to pass that along
I'm
too. I heard
sorry, I
that
don't feel
today.
good. Huh?
Sorry, Grampy.
Why?
We're all rooting
Okay.
for you, guy.
Come on,
I
bro.
should send in my PS4 Red Dead Redemption since I don't play it ever, and I don't want to sell it for $12. I
Yeah,
bought it.
no doubt.
I was
I
thinking about
pre-ordered
getting that
it
at
and
one
shit.
time, but see the
Don't buy it. I'll send it to you for free. I've got it.
she
I've got the Red Dead Redemption. I'll send it to you, the map and everything.
Army keeping my messages and all that shit, and then Bird while ago saying like I wonder how come I can't reach Andrea now because
Mm,
you know
I don't
she
know.
said all
It's
that shit
weird.
and they sat there and they were stunned. They couldn't believe it. What happened to Naughty?
He's having internet issues. I tried to reach out
Yeah.
to him. I'm gonna go live here shortly. You're definitely more than welcome to come over. But I just
Well, the
gotta
thing
talk about those fuckers.
is
It's okay.
they
I tell them that they're pieces of shit. They are.
they
They
admitted it.
showed you their true colors tonight, Square, basically, right?
Yeah,
Would you
I
agree
they're
with
went up
that?
shitty.
I
there
mean, that's how they really felt
and
about you the entire
I went up
time.
there and I planned to porn bomb them. You damn right I did. I had it planned
Good
out.
for you. Damn, you should have done it. See, when I got mad the other night, Square, and I overreacted and acted like a kid and did what I did and left, um, I apologize for that. I'd been drinking a little bit that night, and you were trying to get me to recite something, and it made me upset. Kind of like how when you got upset that I said hello to that person in a chat and you cussed me out. So hopefully we're cool
Well,
now, right? Hopefully we're
thing
cool now.
I don't know because
I told you I'm not trolling you, man.
I got somebody telling me that that I'm trolling both sides. Both sides have done you wrong and everything else and da 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 da
I
and
enjoy
like
hanging out with you. I think you're a cool
I
cat.
put
I
my
think you're
neck out on you.
misunderstood.
I put my
And
neck out on the line for you. You really, really, Andrea, you did. You put your neck out on the line for me. Because every time I've seen you go up
Fuck
to
'em.
birds with them,
I'm all about taking out the gene team,
shit
making
was
them look
off
We'll get on
stupid.
that. I'm just
Let them
saying, Square.
self-reflect on themselves, and let them think about what pieces of shit that they are. They're fucking a fucking piece of fucking shit. They are
And they're
pieces of
liars.
shit. Oh,
What?
they
They're
are.
liars.
They definitely are. I mean, they're just shitty people, man. I was used to hang out with those fuckers, man. That was my
Mailbox is full.
I,
Well,
fuck
never
them.
mind. She'd probably be over there on the alt. I was gonna say if anyone could watch Jeans to see if Andrea pops up, I'd like to know.
I was over there earlier, but I couldn't handle it. I don't like Iceman. I think he's a piece of shit. So
Oh, he definitely is.
even
Iceman's
that
the
was one of
lowest
the
of the low,
issues
man.
with the troll is,
He's close to
like
going back to jail.
I knew when I started the troll that once Iceman got out, it was gonna be hard because he's
How
like very
He has
critical
mommy
piece of
issues,
shit.
man.
Right.
how's he
He's
gonna
And
go
like
to
I told
jail?
you, Square, my
Oh,
my troll
I
is
has
he
got.
off
nothing to do with
probation?
you.
No, he's on probation.
He's
You
still
know,
on
like
probation.
Oh,
yeah, like
really?
he's just got to fuck up a
Yeah.
little bit more. Just keep watching him. I already got a whole fucking arsenal
Yeah.
for him.
I mean, he's
Like,
not
and then
threatening
I
it.
will
Yeah, but
call
he
on him.
keeps
I
going.
don't give
He
a
is.
fuck.
He's
I'll put him back in jail. I
Uh,
don't give a fuck. I
I'll
don't.
call on him.
You need to
He
get with
threatened our
Square too.
kids.
Get all this shit
Yeah.
with Square. Everything. Which he's not threatened him yet. He's just been an asshole to Square still.
I'll call him.
He
No, he
threatens on
threatened me.
Yeah,
skits.
he said he was going to go. Listen to this, Square. He said he was going to come to our children's place of where they reside, where our grandchildren are at, and going to fuck with them. He was going to pull up and go fuck with them. How
Boy,
creepy
look
is
how
that?
quick they got gas pump number 3. Boy, they on
Oh,
tonight. They're
Oh,
acting
no
like I did.
fucks.
yeah,
I
fucker.
mean,
No.
See, you're
might as well
better than
call.
they are, man. You're
How
better
far
than they
away does
are.
he live from them? Is it a good distance or is it close?
I mean, I won't put it out,
A
but
credible
I
threat?
just, it's just, he definitely threatened that shit. He's threatened all sorts of shit. He puts their pictures up. I mean,
Oh
not
yeah. Oh,
even
I
two
know.
years
I'm
old
familiar
yet,
with it.
like little kid,
Yeah,
like
he
little
told
babies, man.
he told Ricky Sanchez he was gonna, like dot her
Knock her
I's and
teeth.
swell her,
Yeah,
yeah, knock her
yeah,
teeth out her
knock her
throat.
teeth out. I mean,
Yeah,
there's just so much, man. I got a whole goddamn folder on him, man. Like he just has to
yeah,
fuck up just a little bit more, and he will. He's gonna get back on that goddamn meth, and he'll start running that mouth. He's just a low life piece of shit. I
yeah.
mean, he
He'll be
really
up
is.
for a
He's a low life
day and a
human.
half, and then he'll start running. Yeah, that's what's
Oh
gonna
yeah,
happen.
he'll be talking soon. It's okay. Like I don't have to worry. I'm not worried about any of them. Books, Tim too. Like he's got it coming. That motherfucker's definitely got it coming. He done fucked up the other night.
Who's that?
Oh,
Books.
yeah, they blocked me. They
Oh,
blocked
Books.
me. They
Yeah,
blocked me.
Yeah,
Books
he's
is
Little
fucked.
upset.
pieces of shit. Pieces of shit.
Oh, Books blocked you, Square?
No, Gene. They're
Oh,
mad because I just
Gene
fucking
blocked
hit the.
you?
He's mad. Yeah, because I switched to another thing that I had a wrench on, and I went in there and I fucking hit everybody.
Did you really?
Good God, good job.
That's
Nice.
awesome. Well,
That's gonna
that's
That's got
cost him
him.
a
badass,
few
man.
minutes of fucking
That's
unblocking.
fuck,
Good.
That's
man.
got
That
him
is
pissed
fucking
off.
killer. Hell yeah, good for you, man.
Right there,
You just,
Iceman done said, "You done
yeah,
fucked up, Square."
fuck him.
They're not gonna do
That
shit to you. They're
Naughty
pussy.
said he would help you out. I'll help you out, man.
No,
I
but that's a
will
threat.
stay on the
I'll
net.
whatever.
We
Fuck
can use
him.
that.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
stirred the
Stay.
hornet's nest.
Yeah.
Good
Somebody
for you, man.
record that.
That was
We'll just
sneaky as
add
I
that.
shit
got it.
too.
I got it screenshotted. Just
Nice.
give
Yeah,
me
Good
his
for
fuck.
you,
probation
man.
officer's number.
Oh,
Good
I
for you.
definitely, yeah, I'll get that to you. I got it with the
I
extension
had it
too and
last
everything.
year, but I don't have it no more.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a new one. He's
Well,
got a new one now.
just
Fuck
make
him. I
sure
don't
you have
care to
enough
fucking, I
evidence
don't care.
before you
I'll fucking
call.
rat him out. He's a rat, man.
Yeah, since you just
Yeah,
pissed him off
fuck him.
real good, he's gonna talk mad shit and say shit. So make sure you
He
do
should
get
be
it
locked
recorded and
up.
whatnot.
Hold on, I'll fucking try to
Yes.
unblock. And that's the thing when I unblock people, and it's gonna be for no
Yeah,
reason.
Buddy
I'm
wants
not
to
gonna
be
be here.
unblocked.
Well, yeah, get
Like,
Lord Luda
know
while you're on
that.
there too, man. I'm telling you, dude, we're friends, man. I like you, Swear. I may have lost my temper the other night,
Oh,
but
y'all ain't.
that's the worst thing I've done. Dude, that's the
Hey,
worst thing
man,
Don't
I've
I
done.
talk to you.
don't
I'm
try
I
to.
cool.
haven't doxed you. I haven't called anyone. I don't even make
No, but you
content, man.
supported
I
the
just sit
people,
up
and
here
then
and talk.
when I got you to say something the other night, you tried to ruin my
I did
stream.
retract it because yeah, and that was stupid of me, and that was childish, and I apologize for that. And I
No,
hope you
I think
accept
it's
my apology.
I think you were drunk, and it
I was
lowers your
drunk.
inhibitions. Yeah,
I
and it
was
shows
drunk.
your
Yeah.
people say what they really feel when they're drunk.
No, I was just being. I just felt like you were trying to force me to
No,
say something, and like I was backed in a corner, so I kind of
no,
snapped.
it
You know
was
what I
pretty.
mean?
It's the same thing I've now put Carrie through and Andrea through. I have to put everybody through that test. Why do people take it personal after they've seen what I've been through? They think I'm just gonna automatically say, "Oh yeah,
No,
I
no, I'm
believe you.
not mad
Sure, I
at
trust
you.
you."
No, I'm
Like
saying that I felt
if you can't
you were wanting
condemn
me
the
to say F
actions
word.
of the
Yeah, you were wanting me to say F
yeah,
word very
you
smart.
damn
I felt
right.
backed in a corner. Yeah, yeah. So, but I apologize
Carolina
for
gay
that.
rebel. Yeah, Carolina
I
rebel.
apologize for
Why'd
that.
you
So,
block? I hear you, man.
glad to
Why
rebel.
did you block me, Carolina rebel, from your phone? I never doxed your number or nothing. I never did anything to you. All I told you to do was to apologize for that racist shit.
He did say, I will say this for Rebel, he did say that he would never say that word again, and if he did, he would delete his YouTube channel. And I think that's that's a start, man, in the right direction. I was proud of him for saying that.
I have to
Made me
agree,
It,
happy.
man.
see, that
Gotta
wasn't
agree.
needed though. All he needed to say was, "I was wrong. I take
I mean,
responsibility
that's
and
between you and
apologize,"
him, and
and mean it.
something maybe y'all can work out. You know what I mean? Maybe y'all could work that out. But
No,
as
I
far
mean
as
Mo's
Rebel
over there
goes,
hanging out with Gene. I guess Mo can hang out with whoever. He don't give a shit. That's fine. She ain't my woman, but if she's hanging
They're
out over there,
YouTube.
like,
Hey, man, they're YouTube swingers. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's what they do.
And that's what they do. So
Swing
people.
from YouTube to YouTube. Here, I'll unblock Roland. I'll see what Roland has to say about you, Everbird.
yeah,
Maybe he drops something.
yeah,
Hey, get
Roland's a
Lord
good one
Lou
to
while you're in
unblock.
there, man.
Buddy's a good one to unblock,
Alphabetical order.
actually.
I don't know if it fits them in alphabetical order or not.
I think it should be under just Buddy with some mushrooms on it, or
Yeah.
I don't know, but just Buddy's a good guy. Like really, I talked to Buddy. He's a
Yeah,
pretty good guy, man.
the Rosicrucian Jew.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
See,
That's
this is what
real
I'm talking
nice.
about, Square. This is what I enjoy. I enjoy this stuff, like the Rosicrucian
Well,
stuff. Dude,
I
you're
mean,
a knowledgeable
I,
man, dude. You're a
I
knowledgeable
guess.
dude. That's why I said I
Well,
enjoyed talking to you.
no, I'm
I may
not. I'm
lose
an
my temper
idiot.
from time to time. I don't think you're an idiot at all.
Oh, and old folks is a good one too, man. Old folks, he means no harm.
I don't know Buddy's name.
Should be just Buddy, like just the two of us. Can make it if we try, just the
Trying to
two of
the
us.
two of us, you and
Just the two.
I.
Yeah, that shit. Um, shout out to Wacky Jackie, man. I see you're in here. Wacky Jackie
Yeah,
actually is supporting you hardcore on what you're doing right now, Square. You're
she
going
is.
after the fucking Gene team, the Queen Gene team, the Cream team, the Lean team. There's so many names for those fuck faces. I mean, god damn, it's unbelievable. They're
Just
just
I
Buddy
so
got
shout
mad.
out Wacky
mushrooms.
Jackie,
Does he
man.
have
Jackie's
Yeah, yeah,
mushrooms?
awesome.
yes, sir. Yes, he does.
I love Jackie. She's awesome.
Get over here, Brownie. Get over here. Go lay down. Come here. Get away from my
Dang it.
pizza.
You
Go
got
lay
that
down.
song stuck in
And
my head now.
Grey
Just
Wolf's a good one
it's
too, and he has a mushroom on the end of his name. But Grey Wolf,
Guys,
he's
I just
hardcore.
unblocked a shitload. I'm not going through that damn
good.
thing again right now.
Okay, I understand
Yeah,
that.
that's
Believe me, I know. But I
I
appreciate
don't.
what you
you should
did.
have just
Thank
said
you,
unblock all, and
much
then
much
once you need
appreciated.
it, start blocking
Unblock
people.
all, including the Jew bashing and the square bashing,
Yep,
mom
you'll catch
stuff.
them. You got mods, man. That shit won't last. It'll be filtered through in your first live that you do. Those accounts will
No.
be filtered through.
I know you guys don't believe me, but this is it.
I mean, you got good mods and you catch stuff. That's what I was saying. So
Just like Michael Jackson said, this is it.
why? You've been saying that though, man.
Oh, well,
We
You're
love
right.
your
And
return,
I
and
guess
everyone wants you to say, dude, you know how many people are fans of
so
you?
you can laugh at me.
Hundreds
Fans of me for the wrong reason.
laugh at
I
you,
mean,
with you.
dude, I mean,
Yeah,
there
not
might be
with
some
me, that's for
laughs
sure.
involved, but
People are
people
fascinated
want,
with you.
they're like, they want to see you
I'm not a
like
fucking
Yeah,
come out of
scientific
it. And
experiment. I'm not a scientific
well,
experiment, y'all.
people are rooting
that's not
for
what
you
we're
to do
saying.
good, man, in
We're
life,
just saying
honestly.
people. Yeah, you're entertaining. Even when you
Dude, you're
make
funny as
outrageous,
hell and
those
you
are
don't know it.
entertaining,
Like, you
and
are
you are
funny.
funny. When you
It's
want to be
fucking,
funny, you are funny. Those new segment things are fucking hilarious, man.
there's all sorts of
Johnny, come here.
shit you do that's funny as hell. Like,
And we're
Oh, but
live.
according to somebody, they said that
It's great.
I didn't do that. That Bird had to set, or Filthy, yeah, Filthy said that Bird had to set that. No, she didn't. The only thing she did was the StreamYard overlay work and stuff,
I mean,
and
yeah,
things like
Who
that.
cares who did what? You were the one that was
And
carrying the
yeah.
jokes.
yeah, I did the banners. I made up all the news banners that said each thing and changed them every time. And,
I
Made
know
the
and
you
she
did
was
fine,
jokes.
man.
and
Yeah,
she
you
was
did
supposed to
good.
sit in the back and press the buttons and be a helper,
That's
but
all
she
she
wasn't.
ever does, you know, like that's all she ever does is she gets everybody else to run her show. She's too busy sucking dick and fucking goddamn ordering DoorDash. I mean, that's just what it is. She's a
But
fucking professional dick sucker. I've got videos to fucking prove it. She's a fucking, I mean, she can take a goddamn schlong down the goddamn esophagus, man. Like, really. I mean, she is. She's a dirty fucking whore. I mean, but she's just, yeah, definitely. She's not, Artie Girl said she must not be that good because she's definitely got a fucking e-bag. So I don't know, you know? I have no clue. Like, but I just, you know, she claims to be a professional and she said, she prefers BBCs. That's her words
Ain't
across her
nobody
dome.
ever gonna want her
Hell
when she
no,
gets
man.
older. When she gets older and used
crackers.
up, she'll
Yeah.
be. And I don't mean anything negative by this, but whichever is the nearest closest hood that she lives by, and she's down on her luck, she'll get public assistance probably, whatever, because she's old or
For
whatever
God's
by that
sake, he
time.
already does.
Yep. Get them
And then
stamps.
she'll have a guy move in, a
Get
brother.
that
No
brown
offense,
stone.
nothing wrong with it, but the brother will be from the streets, and she'll be living that lifestyle.
Oh, I
You
mean,
know,
that's what she's been
drugs will
doing,
be
you know.
coming in and out. Yeah,
That's what she's been doing, homie.
That's what she's been doing, you know.
She is about
Her
that.
hips are gonna go out on her just like our German Shepherd, man. I mean, I don't know. Well, you know, I'm
That
just
picture,
saying.
I don't know. You Square seem like you're a connoisseur of good cartoons, like South Park. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Cartman getting a hover around or not. Any facts, baby, or Mama Juju, whatever. You know the chick from
no,
she's
I didn't watch a lot of South Park.
the princess, like the beauty pageants, and she's this weirdo from Alabama, and they called her Mama Juju. She was in the news several times. She became crackhead and all kinds of stuff.
I know. Remember Mama June?
Yeah, Mama June, that's it. Yeah, her daughter, kind of reminds me of that episode. They fight. They do a spaghetti wrestle with Michelle Obama as a
Oh yeah,
referee.
Honey Boo
It's
Boo.
classic. Honey Boo Boo, you got it. You got
Yeah.
it. Got it.
Damn.
See, it was funny. They did it right.
I'm sorry if you don't like the sound of me eating. You can fucking fuck off. Huh. One of them weirdos that's got a fucking condition you can't stand to hear people chew or nothing. How'd you ever make it through
So,
the cafeteria?
For real.
yeah, no kidding.
Tell
So
him.
Square, Gene never called you and said you're out, like he said
No,
on the show,
no.
because he said
I'd
that
have a
he talked to you,
I'd have
and
no. I'd
Iceman
have a
said that
voicemail.
too.
No,
Okay,
I'd have a voicemail.
they made it sound like that Iceman. It kind of sounded like Iceman made Gene call you,
They
break up
went
with you, I
straight
guess.
up on. No, they just went straight on out with it and everything else. And hell, the way they was talking tonight, oh, they was acting like that I wasn't really ever been done wrong or wasn't kicked out or nothing. They were like, why are you over there? You over there doing the same shit? I'm like, no, this is not the same shit. This is a
Yeah,
whole new event.
I saw him in somebody's. I saw Gene or somebody. Where's Square at? Like, he should be here. I saw Bird saying the same thing. Like, really, y'all gonna try that shit just so you can say that you asked where Square was at? Like, we gave him a
Huh?
chance in books and he didn't show up yet. It was earlier. They were like, "Where's Square? Where's
When?
Square?" Like he's not showing up and fulfilling his duties. Or he's not helping out, or I don't know.
When they say that?
I feel like it was in books, but I could be wrong. So, but I feel like it was
It
in
was.
books.
It was probably after,
It
and
might
they
have
say that.
been, but in
They
the
say that,
same
and they
one
know
they
why.
were talking about you popping pills and all that stuff too.
After
So it might have
she
been
put me in time,
sarcastic.
after she kept me in timeout for 20 minutes, and I sat here and recorded it so that she couldn't say, "Oh, that didn't happen," or nothing. Like, oh, okay, yeah, I got it. I sat there for 20 minutes and I left messages, private chat and public chat, and I left. And finally, about the last 20 to 30, 40 minutes of the live, she addressed it and said, "Oh, I don't know where you went, Square, but you just needed to cool out and take a time out, my guy." Like, for what? Because I was talking over you when you were trying to go at April? Like, fuck you. That's why I didn't show up at some of the lives after that. I'm like, the fuck is the point?
Yeah, your moral compass is way better than theirs, Square. And I mean that honestly. Even to chat, I'm not even trolling. Their moral compass is just horrible. It's pointing south. You know what I mean? Like Square's moral compass is definitely way better. Like, I'm sorry, it just is. Like, they support people that want to, like, great people that are pedo supporters, that are domestic violence
They
fucking faking
supposedly
that shit, fake
they supposedly
cancer,
they
brain
supposedly
bleeds.
took a they supposedly took a screen snippet of probably like the worst, if you didn't show the whole clip of me playing that game the other night with that kid, and I was told it was sent to a pedo hunter group. Let
Oh
them
god.
let a group come at me like that, and I will give them Chrissy Jonna Dunlap Frazier and Tracy Warfield and Kelly Warfield's information.
Oh yeah. Then you got Rat Man. You got all sorts of them. I mean, they're all like fucking scum. They're all shit. They're just shitty fucking people, man. They just are. Like, really. Goddamn. Like, how? Like, that. That's what happened. They all
Who
got
does
pushed
that?
out of the fucking group, and they all had to like pretend to be friends with each other because they're the shittiest fucking low life people in the fucking community. They're just fucking trash, and everybody recognizes that. I mean, it's
It's an
sad, you know.
island, yeah, man. It's an island of misfit toys.
That's for real.
Like, who does that? Who puts yourself up on a predator? I mean, I don't even, Workverse didn't even do anything like that. Good Lord. Like
Nah.
sending Happy Meals and stuff. That's crazy.
No, somebody did call me a kid diddler.
Well, being called one and having a clip of your video game sent to a predator channel to make it seem like you're trying to talk to children through video games is two different things, unfortunately, I
I
think.
hope whoever they sent that to really looks into it and like sees that you know, that'd be the first time I'd see, because and I've watched a lot of predator catches and I have never seen a sting go down that involved playing a video game. Sorry, hadn't happened. I've seen every episode of Chris Hansen. I've seen his new shit. It hadn't happened. Not one case have I ever seen in all my years of watching that. Not one.
Hmm.
Because
Well, I
number
think she was
one,
doing it more.
you
I
meet
think she
you
was
meet
doing it
people
more
you meet
hoping that
people
people would
online.
harass you.
You meet people online randomly in any game like that. And if it's an 18-year-old and up game, technically the parent can buy it for them. And then when they sign
Yeah,
up
they've
for
got
PlayStation, they put in
right.
their older brother's birthday or whatever, hell, I did it.
Right, yeah. There's no way that anything like the only way something like that would catch you up is if
The
you
only
were
thing you can
talking
do,
sexually or talking sexually or sending pictures or something like that.
yeah, like
You know what I mean?
asking
You
him
have
like
no
how
way to
old
know.
are, like how like being like, how old are you, where do you live, and
No, you just don't even
add
ask.
me on
Yeah,
this. I didn't do none of that.
right. No, you just don't even ask the age. If they sound young, just keep playing. Don't even acknowledge it. If they sound like they're way too young and a bunch of people are on there cussing, then you might want to like get out and get a different group. But dude, I've been dog cussed by like a 12-year-old. I mean, he cussed me up and down on Call of Duty,
Yeah.
and it made me so mad. I told him, I said, you know what, you little motherfucker? I said, you know what I'm getting ready to go do? I'm getting ready to go fuck my wife. And then I got
Now
off
I
the
have
game.
seen,
Put hair on your
I was
chest. I'm
like,
drinking
I
a.
fuck
have,
you. So I
I have
told him,
seen a thing. Now I have seen a thing where a
yeah,
kid
this is
threatened
some
on a
vile
video
shit.
game. Somehow a kid threatened, like check this out. I'm gonna have to do it like this so y'all can see. And
While you're doing
oh,
that,
that's not the right.
how's the weed smoking thing going? Doing
I'm
pretty
not
good on it?
smoking. Yeah,
That's
I'm
good,
not
man.
smoking.
Well, right on, man. Congratulations. Was that 2 or 3 days, right?
I just showed my room a while ago because they was saying over there like, what's he smoking on? What's he? I ain't smoking on shit. Like I got
What,
my window's been closed up. Uh,
when's the last time you smoked?
it's been a week now.
Oh, damn. Oh, yeah. It's already been that long? Jeez. Time flies, man. But good for you, man.
Jackie says Logic is still blocking people in his chat.
You got a rogue mod, Logic. He's still blocking people in your chat, Square. Just thought I'd let you know.
Logic, I told you I took his thing away, so he must be on the Worky Leaks account. Logic, I don't know why you think that I'm sitting up here like I'm about to eat out of these people's hand and be pro them.
Well, he's a supporter of that shit over there, so
If you,
Yeah. We're
well, I
just
know he is,
chit-chatting.
but see, now y'all are saying things to me like that way, like how I did back in the day. People try to say, "Oh, you can't tell who to go to whose chat." You can when there's an active situation like this going on. You can tell them to
exactly,
stay the fuck over there or stay the fuck over here.
exactly. I've
See, when
said
it
that
comes to
too.
the threatening kids and
Yeah, when it comes
telling
out
people that
You
they
know what
to
I'm gonna do?
kill
Here,
you,
yeah,
I'll just
The
unblock. I'll just
enemy
take
of my
every
enemy is
single.
my friend.
I'll take every single mod. Now I'm the only mod in this bitch.
that's the best. That's
There
the
you
best
go.
way to go, man.
Hey, man, make sure Lord Lude is unblocked. And,
It's been unblocked, Luda.
I
Chill
know, I'm
out.
just giving you a hard time. I'm just making a joke, man. But, the art of war, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah.
So,
Well, in this situation, maybe an alliance. I don't know about friend.
well,
You going way
but
too
Yeah,
fast.
start off with the
well,
lines.
I don't consider,
Let's see. Y'all watch
we've talked
this.
about this
Look,
many times.
this guy. Listen to this kid though. He said, "I, Dalton Barnhart, vow to bring my father's M15 to school and kill 7 people at minimum."
Oh
Jesus
my
Now
god.
that
Christ.
now that's a pretty specific threat, but watch the mother's reaction and everything. And this tells you why the kid probably thought he could say that and get away with it.
I, Dalton Barnhart, vow
Like, yeah, go ahead and give your fucking full name.
to bring my father's M15 to school and kill 7
Is the mom
people.
recording
Falcon
him?
Warrior 920. Who's that?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Go ahead and turn around. Put your hands behind your back. He's under arrest currently for making a threat to cause a mass shooting / act of terrorism.
Cause a mass shooting?
Yes. He made a statement, a written threat to plan to carry out a mass shooting.
But he's just a little kid playing a video game.
And all
That's
these kids
so
keep getting
far.
arrested.
Oh, it's
That's why
Roadhead and
the FBI
Iceman.
and local law enforcement is spending so much time, because how do we know he's not going to be the kid from Parkland? He's not going to be the next kid, the kid that shot up Sandy Hook. We don't know that. So when you draw the attention to you by making these statements as they may be jokes, I mean, I wouldn't expect the kid to go, yeah, I'm dead serious. I'm going to go shoot everybody up. No, when they're caught, it's a joke. I didn't mean it. It was a joke. That's when you're caught.
But these games, these kids say stuff like that all the time. It is a joke to them. It's a game.
Guess
and
what?
It's so
Guess what?
wrong.
My time
I
in
hate
law
that
enforcement
game.
is spent doing is arresting these kids for making these statements all the time, and for stopping acts too as well.
Okay.
So that's what our job is to make contact, because these kids think it is a game or a joke, so they go ahead and make these comments.
But it's just a comment. So how is there an
There's
arrest?
a Florida state statute that says you cannot make a written threat to cause a mass shooting, act, or kill or harm anybody else. Legislature has chosen to
Well, he
do
didn't
that.
cause or act.
He threatened to. I guess people really don't understand when they read that statute. Like, even if you think you understand everything to it, you don't. Because, like, for instance, you get charged with operating with or a DUI. You can get a DUI for sitting in a parking lot, haven't drove in hours, perhaps. You may be intoxicated, you may not. And the keys are in your pocket, on the dash, on the floorboard, something. They're not in the ignition. But technically, by definition, you are operating a motor vehicle because the word operating is defined under the legal term as being in control and possession of. And so if you have a key in there and you have the ability to make that car go, you're operating it. Yeah, it's fuck. People really don't understand the language of statutes.
Bro, I
They
got a
can
DUI by consent. I wasn't even driving. I was getting a ride home from a party. We got pulled over. The guy driving was 20 years old. I was 21, and I got a DUI by consent because he blew over the legal limit for being underage, and I got open containers contributing to a minor. It was crazy. I wasn't even driving.
I ain't even heard.
I was in the passenger seat of my car.
I've heard
Yeah,
of.
it's
I've heard
crazy.
of contributed. I've heard of contributing
They
to
got dropped.
delinquency, but I've never heard of that.
Yeah,
Contributing to
DUI
the
by consent.
delinquency. Never heard of
So
it.
you can get
That's
charged
a
with a
first for me.
DUI. Like if you knowingly allow someone to drive your car that's been drinking, it's kind of like the bar rule. You know, like how
No,
a
well,
bartender
it's
can be
no
charged.
wonder.
Same with
No
your
wonder.
house. Yeah, if you
No
let them
wonder
drive
it.
your car,
There's
and
no
you let
wonder
them
it
go
got
drunk.
dropped
Yeah.
though. There's no wonder it got dropped though because unless he said yeah he knew or I knew I mean they
It
gotta
got dropped
prove
because the
intent.
lawyers, the guy that was driving my car, his
Be,
parents
be,
had a
be,
shitload of money, and it got
well,
dropped.
it's the intent. That's the whole thing. Is the intent. Like, how are they gonna know in your mind? He could have lied to you. There could have been so many arguments made. That's why they
That's
didn't
what
go through with
that's
it.
what my lawyer said. But I had a lawyer, right? And then
Hold,
his family
hold on, let's let
contacted
this play,
me.
man.
All
I
right,
got you, man.
Good.
Statement 2. It's a written statement. It's a written threat to kill or to make a mass shooting or act of terror. So if I get on there and say I pledge ISIS and I'm going to blow everybody up, that's the same charge as, you know what, man, I'm fed up. I'm going to go to school tomorrow and shoot up my school. So he'll be going to DJJ.
What's that?
The juvenile jail. He'll be placed in there for several days, and we're going to go from there. The charge is a felony. It might be a second or third degree. I have to double check because a written threat to harm somebody is a third degree felony. Second degree is when you involve a mass shooting at a school or an act of
He's a
terrorism.
little boy. He
He's
didn't do anything wrong. Yes, he's 15, but he's still a little boy, and he's not one of the crazy people out there doing stuff.
Okay, well, he did what he did.
Yeah, but he shouldn't be treated as though he is a terrorist or something because he made a silly statement on a stupid video game.
Well, in a world where schools and kids are going to school learning are getting shot and killed because people...
I understand that, but at the same token, I mean, you have to look at things case by case too. I mean, he's not that person.
Do you own a gun?
I have a gun, yes.
Okay, so he has hands and feet. He can grab your gun and go do something.
He would never do anything like that anyway.
We don't know. We don't know.
No, but I know. And I know.
Well, the Columbine's mother said the same thing.
ma'am, we're going to take him. He's going to go to our operations center, and we will go from there. But this is where we're at. This is the world we live in, where people think it's funny to say, I'm going to go kill people at school.
Well, he's not people. He's a child.
Okay.
There's a difference. He's playing a video.
What are you talking about? He's not people. He's a child. He said he's gonna go kill. Your argument is you're emotional, lady.
He's a boy.
And that's why he'll be charged as a juvenile.
Unfortunately, these days and age, this is what happens. Kids get on these things and they say this, and parents say, it's not my son, and then it might not be your son, but
I know it's
unfortunately,
not my son.
somebody's son does, and then this is the world we're in, where kids are getting shot at school while they're trying to learn, and
I
kids are getting
understand that.
shot in
I
buildings.
understand that. I understand
Unfortunately,
that.
we can't take risks, and we can't say, all right, we trust that.
Then you need to. You should have told your kid. She should have came outside, and when they asked questions, you should have. They fucked up with this.
We had the chance.
I can't believe parents don't understand the Fifth Amendment right. Like, he should have never said a word.
I'm telling you right now, this is not my son.
I mean, don't take me wrong. This kid could have been disturbed. Maybe it was an act of God that he said it, so he could get looked at. I don't know. But then again, I'm just saying, in general purposes, when mothers and parents don't even teach you your own, and then cops show up, that's a bad combination, because you're going to talk and it's going to be easy, open book.
My son and I are like this, and it's just us, husband, and it's not my son. He's a little boy still.
It's a tough situation. I know you're emotional.
High intellect and smart mouth.
Well,
and you know what? Grown-ups on these games go them into these things, which is what happened.
You need a roof over your head, food, and water. He doesn't need the games.
That's right, he doesn't.
You should take those away, because these adults that are influencing may have done that in the past, but guess what? They're not in trouble today. He is, because he made those statements. We can't put on what they've said in the past to give him justification why he said what he said, ma'am. He made the charge. He's going to face the consequences. Right? Let's go. Thank you.
Yep, that's what happens.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, man. He needed to go.
Y'all want to see us? Y'all see the arrest of Sheriff James Lujan. And watch this. These are city officials locking down a sheriff department. Those are not sheriffs. Corruption and some other shit. But anyways, what? That's the sheriff's like office, right?
Are they just arresting one person?
Yeah, but look, here's the undersheriff. He's number 2 in charge.
What is sir?
Watch his attitude.
Executing search warrant. Sheriff Lujan.
His boss.
For the building as well. I have no idea. It's house. But no, just stay here. No, I can't have you enter the scene.
You guys are fucked up, man.
He said, "You guys are fucked up, man." No, that's how the law is supposed to work. And you're a corrupt motherfucker. That guy also is facing charges too that you just saw. But it doesn't happen until later on, because they go back in that body cam and they don't like his attitude, and they're like, "You're trying to fucking interfere."
Let's get him on the opposite side of this truck.
That's sheriff.
Let's go on the
I can't
opposite
tell.
side.
Sir, let's walk over here. Why is that? That's messed up. Let's walk over here.
Sure. That's what I'm saying. Let's get him on the opposite side of this truck.
Well, you got Tabitha over there.
Right yet.
I got the press out here taking pictures of me in handcuffs.
You do it to every other citizen. What's wrong, Sheriff? He's pissed.
Push him around into the doorway. Yeah, push him around into the doorway. They to the doorway.
This is ridiculous.
Keep him up there.
Hold on, we have press.
Keep him up there. Come over here, sir.
Keep
him up there.
Let's go.
Stay out here.
Ah, Jesus. Really?
You don't have to. Just stand. Just stand.
Stand up. Put him on this side of the truck. Put him on the outside of the truck.
They're loose, sir. They're loose.
No, they're not loose.
They're not even.
Sheriff, those are loose.
Stick your finger in there. Can you stick your finger in there?
Yes, I can.
Well, they hurting. Jesus.
They're not meant to be comfortable.
So we have 2 search warrants.
I should know. I've had a pair on before.
And one is for your iPhone.
Okay.
So I'm going to read a stipulation.
Can you take these handcuffs off? They hurt. They hurt. Am I under arrest?
You're being detained.
Well, yeah. Why do I have to have cuffs on? They hurt.
Because you're not in charge.
Hurt.
We'll take them off in a minute. This won't take long.
You have a search warrant for my iPhone. You got my iPhone. You want a search warrant for the building. You're searching the building. I don't know what you're searching for, though.
I'm going to tell you. Okay. You're not letting me explain this. Let me explain. As soon as I find the page.
I think this was just so crazy that this guy was going through this, and this happened in 2020. It was 3 years ago, but I don't know. I think it is concluded. I'll show you the concluding at the end, and then we'll go back to talking. Sorry, guys. I gotta watch something else to get my mind off.
How long was this?
Not that long. Just a clip. The whole is a much longer video.
So on this is
that's
signed by a
unusual.
district court judge. Okay. Judge Bowman. Okay. First judicial. Okay. So this search warrant gives me the authorization to seize your phone. Okay. Search your phone.
Okay.
But it also gives me the authorization. So what
Damn.
I'm asking for you to do is unlock your phone, unlock it, give it back to me, and I'm going to remove the security settings. I don't want your passcode. I'm not asking for your passcode. I'm asking you to unlock the phone. For the search warrant, you can read it if you want under number 2.
I will if I get a chance to talk to my attorney.
It doesn't work like that.
Marty,
this is not a negotiation.
get off.
This is not a negotiation, Sheriff.
Trying to call his undersheriff for help.
Not a negotiation. I'm telling you, the warrant says it right there.
So what do you do if they don't put in the code and they defy it? What do they do then? They must have to take it back and have some equipment that plugs into it to a computer and jailbreak it open.
You can talk to your attorney when this is
I've
all
been
done.
asking.
When this is all done, you can call your attorney. But right now, we're trying to get you to comply with the warrant.
Yeah, he's wanting to be treated special, just like all people in power when they get brought down or caught with their hands dirty. You want to call your lawyer and everything else. The rest of us all have to go through this same procedure, same as you do.
The warrant stipulates exactly what we want. You give us that, we'll get the phone, we're out of here. That's it.
Failure to comply with the search warrant would be another charge.
Oh, it's another charge. So if he refused to put in the passcode, then they could have put another charge on
Yeah, they can.
obstruction of justice.
They could add obstruction, refusing to comply with the search warrant. They have a lot. They have many different names of different acts that he does. It boils down to all the same thing. But they could really stack it. They could really stack it. You ever seen somebody get arrested for one thing, and then when they show up, they've got like 10 things stacked on top of that thing? That's called enhancements, or if they acted some way on the way to the jail or what have you.
Right now, I'm under arrest because I am under arrest. I am in handcuffs. I'm not free to leave. I'm not free to leave. Am I free to leave? No.
I'm going to drop down square. I'm going to go live in a bit. Man, if you want to hop over and talk some shit, you can. I'm probably going to go cuss a few fuckers. But, man, I appreciate you having me up.
Have a night, Square.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to go live. I don't know. I'm going to just talk about. Yeah, I'm just gonna go blast those fuckers just for a minute, just a little bit, touch on it a little bit, touch on it, cat daddy. Yeah, just fuck with them a little bit, man. And then but you're welcome up to say your piece, man. But I'm getting ready to go over to my place and fuck them up a
All
little
right.
bit. Just let them know what they are. But man, you're welcome over there. You can talk your shit if you want. But I appreciate you having me up, sir.
All right. Have a good night.
You do the
Too,
same.
sir.
Thanks.
Bye.
I have a right to an attorney, correct?
You do.
Okay.
And I'm not questioning you.
I'm invoking my right to an attorney right now.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
So take him in.
Book me for
Booking. For obstruction.
Booking. I'm not obstructing.
Take him over here to our unit. Take him over here to our unit.
Over here, Sheriff. Over here.
Sure. They're gonna book me.
Yep. I told you.
Look.
Stop. Just walk.
What are you doing? Look. What is it? Really?
That's not what you said. That's not what you said. I'm telling you what the warrant stipulates.
I understand that.
I told you what the warrant stipulates. You had every opportunity to cooperate. You want to cooperate, you're going to jail. Have a seat, sir.
Take the whole thing off. No, I haven't been served. Just take
step
me
out
so we
here.
can do it.
I don't want to make sure you don't have any knives.
I don't have any knives. I don't have any weapons. That's my wallet. My keys to my truck. I don't have any weapons. Okay, I really don't. You took my. And as a matter of fact, you left it on the back of my truck over there. You can get somebody to secure it,
We'll
please.
secure everything for you. Have a seat.
Can you move these to the front?
No, sir. Yes. Against department policy. Have a seat.
Well, it's tighter than hell. They hurt.
Sheriff, those are very, very loose.
Really?
Step
Nah.
out. Let me see if I can fix it. They're very, very loose.
Yes, sir.
Who's I see here?
We got our detectives here.
Who's in charge?
It's going to be Command 1, Command 2.
Where are they at?
They should be in the front there.
Come on, talk to one of them.
Adam 32 to the units. RE2 is requesting a commander.
I'm gonna give
Huh?
it under sheriff.
Chief. Chief Sergeant.
That's his mag. And then we're gonna get you his cyber.
Get everything. I don't want to.
What do you mean everything?
Everything.
Cyber. That's his mag. And then
Chief Sergeant.
that's his mag. And then we're gonna get you his cyber.
Get everything. I don't want to.
What do you mean everything?
Everything.
So this is what we took off this person. You're the one that took it off this person. Took it off this person. Deputy Graves.
Well, inventory it before you get it.
We're handing it right over to you.
Inventory it. Okay. Get away from me.
He's back there. I'll be here with you.
Damn, they got a fucking gun mounted on
I
the
don't know.
back of that.
Tell them all to come 33.
They don't take no chances when they arrest their own. They pulled out all the stops.
What you guys are doing? We're trying to do everything peacefully. We tried to. Okay? That's all we're doing. We're done here. We're leaving.
Okay, well, get out of here then. You're done. Get out.
We'll leave when we're ready.
You said you were done.
Yeah, we're wrapping it up right now. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. We're doing our law enforcement duties. That's it. District court signed it. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, so as soon as we're done, we're going to get out of your hair. Why are you calling everybody here to put them in
our
bar?
house.
Well, right now it's ours.
Right.
Right now, it's ours. We own the building.
He said, this is our house, the undersheriff did. And he said, well, right now it's ours. The city did.
Right now. Shut up. Don't talk to me like that. Shut up. Hey, I don't work for you. Don't talk to me like that. Easy, easy. Get that and let's go. Are we done in there? Are we done in there? Okay.
Do we have what we came for?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Then go. Are we clear? Everybody out? Hey, pull that crime paper out. We're going.
It's closed for now.
This right here is
The Espanola Police Department attempted to make contact with him regarding a stabbing incident which occurred earlier that day. The Espanola PD surrounded the house and began issuing orders for Mr. Chacon to surrender peacefully. Shortly after the incident began, Rio Arriba Sheriff James Lujan arrived on the scene in plain clothes and attempted to order the Espanola City police officers to leave the scene.
Warrant for?
Right.
Pull everybody out. I'll bring them in.
I don't want to pull them out.
Huh?
I don't want to pull them back.
Excuse me? I'm not asking. I'm telling you. I will bring him in. Okay? We don't need to make this bigger than what it is.
Hey, the sheriff just pulled in, and he's asking us to pull back, and he'll pull him in. But he's been drinking. I can smell it on him. We're gonna need somebody. Ah, yeah. And we need to pull somebody over here, somebody above me, because he's already pushing his weight around with me. So, okay.
so
Damn,
he
he's
also
drinking.
he also drove drunk.
We're not pulling back.
And that there was a stabbing.
I'm waiting. I told Jeremy. Jeremy's calling Command 1 now. But do you smell it, or am I the only one who smells it?
Yeah, please do something about it.
Okay. Right.
Mr. Chacon eventually surrendered to the officers and was taken into custody. During the standoff, Sheriff Lujan revealed to the Espanola officers that he had been communicating with Mr. Chacon while he was inside the home, and briefly attempted to convince the officers that Mr. Chacon was not actually in the house. Sheriff Lujan's strange behavior and unwelcome appearance garnered suspicion from the Espanola Police Department, and culminated in the department filing official charges against Sheriff Lujan and securing search warrants for both the sheriff's personal cell phone and the phone issued to him by the sheriff's office. On the morning of May 14th, the Espanola PD attempted to serve those warrants at the Rio Arriba Sheriff's Office.
Now this is where things really get interesting that we didn't get to see from the last clip, because this happened before everything we saw.
Hey, Under Sheriff, how are you? Good, man. Good. Is James here, the sheriff? Maybe just need to speak with him. Hold on. What's up, guys? Hello, sir. Hey, sure. Come in here. You want to do it in there? Or you want to do what? In here or what? We just have a couple of 6 months for yourself. For your cell phones. So, one on your personal cell phone, and then one on your work cell phone. So those are your copies. Do you want?
At this point, Sheriff Lujan has officially been served the search warrants and must comply with the orders of the judge immediately. The search warrant authorizes officers to search the sheriff for the phones, and as of this moment, the phones are in the sheriff's pocket, which means that he was served the warrant while in possession of the phones. However, Sheriff Lujan attempts to circumvent the authority of the warrants by handing his phones to his colleague, Under Sheriff Martin Trujillo.
Hold on to that. Filed today? Yes, sir. You have your phone? Yep. Call Nate. Casados is not. Is this for which case? What case is this?
So that is in reference to stemming from the original charges.
Which one? The misdemeanor?
So that one.
You got a search warrant on a misdemeanor.
So DA approved it out of, I think out of Socorro?
Somewhere, yeah. Clovis, somewhere.
Clovis.
and then Pat Casado signed off on it.
Well, he has my personal phone and my work phone.
Okay.
Okay, so he's going to stay there until I get it cleared to my attorney first.
Fair enough.
The sheriff informs the officers that he will not surrender the phones until he has spoken with his attorney. While all Americans are entitled to due process under the 5th and 14th Amendments, disputing the legitimacy of a search warrant as it is being served does not fall within the scope of those protections. If a defendant wishes to challenge the validity of a search warrant, they must do so in a court of law, not on the streets. And the fact that the Espanola officers allowed the sheriff to call his attorney and wander around the office freely after serving the warrants is a testament to the privilege that officers often afford one another when performing their duties. In a country where departments are authorized to execute no-knock raids daily, seize millions of dollars of contraband, and intercept sensitive personal information all in the name of justice, it is highly irregular for officers to allow a suspect to comply with a warrant on their own terms.
It doesn't have the case number on here for the original. That's a PD.
He's just trying to find something that he could use.
Case number. It doesn't have a magistrate or.
He's so arrogant that he don't realize the wheels are in motion.
District case. This is in district court too, and this is a magistrate warrant. Okay. This case is already in district court.
This is a magistrate warrant.
You understand that this case,
Well,
this case is in district court, right? Did you get a district court judge to approve it?
District court judges don't do search warrants anymore. They just don't. They put them all down to magistrate.
Did you know that? I didn't know that.
They just don't do them.
Okay.
In the 1971 Supreme Court case of Coolidge versus Hampshire, the court held that a warrant must be issued by a neutral and detached judge capable of determining whether probable cause exists. Whether the warrant was signed by the circuit judge or a magistrate is irrelevant. To obtain a warrant, law enforcement officers must show that there is probable cause to believe a search is justified. Officers must support this showing with sworn statements and must describe in particularity the place they will search and the items they will seize. The search warrant that the Espanola officers are attempting to serve specifically targets Sheriff Lujan's work phone and the personal phone that he was using to communicate with Mr. Chacon during the March 22nd standoff. Keep this in mind, because it will play an important role later in this episode.
What is it exactly are you looking for?
So it stipulates in there.
Let me send this to Nate. Wow. You have 3 units out there? Good one.
So, yeah.
You have all your units here, so.
I have all my units here.
That's what we were told.
Who do you see here? The undersheriff, myself, the transport deputy, Leon doing reports. And so
Okay.
What are you
Sounds good.
saying I'm going to do something?
Well, we don't know.
You don't know. Really, Ernest? Really?
Sure.
Wow. Okay. Well then,
Right.
you gotta stand outside of
Uh,
my office. I'm going in here. That's really, really bad, Ernest.
So,
Under Sheriff Trujillo walks away with the phones, and the Espanola officers inform the deputies that they need to be able to see the phones in case the sheriff attempts to delete anything. The sheriff and undersheriff eventually return to the front of the office, but continue to wander aimlessly in and out of the view of the officers. Shortly thereafter, Espanola Interim Police Chief Roger Jimenez arrives on the scene to speak with Sheriff Lujan.
He's trying to make contact with.
Morning, Undersheriff.
they should have planned this a lot better. This is a major. They would never let this happen with a civilian.
No, they wouldn't. Hey, man, I got to hop down, brother.
All right, take care. Good night.
I will, man. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you on your next panel, man.
I don't know what happened to Naughty. I mean it, man.
Where you at?
Don't be surprised if y'all don't see me again.
Well, I hope I do, man.
Good night.
I do, man. All right, brother.
Yeah.
Is he gonna comply
Done being the butt of everybody's fucking joke.
or no? Just understand. Waiting for
Done being manipulated.
his attorney to get him.
Done being thought of and treated as property and a commodity. Done.
Okay. He tried to call him, but he's busy. So he has the warrants.
It's just another fucking habit I got into I have to get out of.
They're signed, they're legal. It's a court order. I know you guys are just doing your job, but I don't want you guys in the middle of this. All we needed the phones. That's it.
Probably getting sniped as we speak anyways.
Well, once he gets his advice from his attorney, we'll do that. I got him. I don't know. You have your phone, his phones? Yes. Okay. Can I see him at least so I could give you that professional courtesy? Okay. I think I could have you guys leave. I mean,
Yeah, but how do you know when they were walking around or something, or that guy didn't on his own, or he let the other sheriff delete some stuff? You don't.
you're making more of a show than anything could. Nothing's gonna happen. Well, I'm not the one making the show. I had only sent these guys in here. You know, I just, again, we want the phone. That's fine. You're probably gonna get the phone, but wait until. Well, as you know, Under Sheriff, it's not probably. There's a court order. You know, I don't want to. I really don't. I don't want to have to put anybody in cuffs. I don't. But if that's what I have to do, then I will do it. I don't want to do that. And you're saying who? Him. Oh. All right.
I talked to him. I got to on the phone. I have the copy of the search warrant.
Somebody has it.
I gave him copies.
Where are they?
What's that? The warrants?
You asked for them, or did you?
No, he gave them to me.
Okay.
Search me. You have a search warrant for my person?
Are you going to comply, yes or no? That's all I want. I want the phones. That's it.
I told you. You have your search warrant says to search me for personal phones?
He has the phones. He already told me he has the phones.
Okay. That's not what the search warrant says, does it?
Okay, so you want us to lock down the sheriff's office? Go ahead and call them back. You're going to stay out here, sir. Stay out here.
Protections.
Oh, shit.
If a defendant wishes to challenge the on their own,
It's in district court.
this is Hampshire.
Really bad.
Are we see him at least? I think they'll have. If it's not, probably there.
No, he gave them to me.
Okay. That's it.
I told you. You have your search warrant says to search me for personal phones?
He has the phones. He already told me he has the phones.
Okay.
Body cam's got it too.
That's not what the search warrant says, does it?
Body cam's got you handing it to them while reading the warrant.
Okay, so you want us to lock down the sheriff's office? Go ahead and call them back. You're going to stay out here, sir. Stay out here. Stay out here. Because no, Under Sheriff, you can go through the court system. We are. We're going to lock down this building until he gives me those. Really? Yes, that's what the DA's office is like. Really? Yeah. Where's that on paper? You can call her, Andrea Reed. You want her number? He's going out.
Holy shit, y'all see that? He straight up walked through the building, went out into... Dude, he could have got a gun, man.
Stop me from leaving if I want to leave. Am I under arrest?
If we have to.
Am I under arrest?
Not now.
Get away from me.
Not now. Go back inside. We're going to lock down the office. Please, go back in the office. Seriously.
Don't touch. Back up.
You can go in the office, but
back up. Don't touch. Don't reach. Back up.
Go inside. Because you're not certified, so
back up.
This slight physical altercation demonstrates that the deputies prioritize their loyalty to the sheriff above their sworn duty to uphold the law. The Espanola officers followed the proper protocol and served a legitimate search warrant to the sheriff. The Rio Arriba deputies are bound by the same oath to uphold the law as it is dictated by their respective justice system as every other member of law enforcement. Their failure to uphold the search warrant raises serious questions about their competence as a department and reveals a glaring gap between their ability to perform their duties according to the law and the ethical standards associated with law enforcement as a whole.
So are you refusing? Is that what you're saying?
Refusing what?
You're refusing lawful order?
Are you still in the back?
from the judge.
What judge?
Judge Gonzalez.
On what case is that on?
On my case. You have the search warrant.
On your case?
Yeah, you have the search warrant. You have
Search
the
warrant, the case is going to district court, right?
You continue to
It's a district court judge has this case,
You're
right?
showing a pattern of behavior.
Really?
Yes.
It's a pattern of
Already
harassment
twice.
from you is what
Already
it is.
twice.
Retaliation and
Twice.
harassment is what it is.
Twice. That's okay. You have your opportunity in court. I'm here asking.
So will you on a misdemeanor.
Okay, for now. For now.
I've
For
done
now.
nothing. Are you
Then
accusing me
why
of
not?
something else?
Then why not give me the phones?
I told you I'm seeking legal counsel first. I have that right. Do I not have a right to seek
You have the
legal
legal
counsel?
order. You have
I
the
do.
legal order.
And it doesn't say how long I have to give it to you, does it?
It says now.
Does
Yes,
it?
yes.
Show me.
It's a court order. You have the copies.
It says now.
Yeah, well, when you, okay, so you get a search warrant, you just do it whenever you want?
Sheriff, it would just be so much easier if you just give us these phones.
I don't have the phones, do I?
Well, no, but I saw you give them to your undersheriff who has them in his pocket. So just the knowledge of that.
Give him the phones. This is all harassment and retaliation because I told the city council that you shouldn't be the chief. That's what it is.
Think whatever you want.
I don't think, I know.
Okay.
That's exactly what it is. Go ahead and give it to him. These phones are not to be gone through until you have a warrant for the content. You only have a warrant for the phones,
You're
not the
absolutely
content.
right. You're absolutely right.
And good luck, and you better not come through a magistrate. You better go through a district court judge.
Thank you, undersheriff.
Go.
Thank you. Have a good day, sir.
After acquiring the phones, the Espanola officers left the scene without further incident. The officers secured a search warrant for the contents of the phone a few days later and discovered that Sheriff Lujan did not surrender the correct phone to the officers. The search warrant specifically named the phone that the sheriff had used to communicate with Mr. Chacon, but neither of the phones that the sheriff gave to the officers were the one he had used on March 22nd. Upon realizing that the sheriff failed to comply with the stipulations of the search warrants, an arrest warrant was issued, and on May 21st, the Espanola Police Department arrested Sheriff Lujan at his office. During the arrest, the sheriff managed to get a resisting charge stacked on top of the other charges he was already facing. Overall, Sheriff Lujan and the Rio Arriba Sheriff's Office get an F for failing to comply with the language of the search warrants, escalating a lawful interaction into a passive-aggressive standoff, and actively working to shield the sheriff from the authority of a court order. The blind loyalty of the deputies sheds light on the gang-like operations of certain police departments across the country, and officers who operate under the best interest of their department at the expense of properly enforcing the law are a danger to their communities. If the sheriff's actions are any indication of his guilt, then there is no doubt that he will be prosecuted for his crimes. It will be interesting to see what, if any, information is gathered from the cell phone that the sheriff went through so much trouble to hide, and there is a good possibility that the sheriff could face more charges in the future. Throughout the interaction, the sheriff mentions that the search warrants were issued in retaliation for comments that he had made about the interim police chief, but I was unable to substantiate those claims, and the sheriff's office could not be reached for comments. The Espanola Police Department gets a C- for offering the sheriff privileges that they do not grant to average citizens by allowing the sheriff and deputies to wander aimlessly through the building while executing a search warrant, and not arresting the sheriff after he made several attempts to evade complying with the court order. By extending a professional courtesy to Sheriff Lujan, the Espanola officers afforded him ample time to deceive the officers and attempt to make a getaway in the middle of the interaction. Any civilian who attempted to evade a search warrant by leaving the scene or passing off evidence to a colleague would have been arrested on the spot. And this encounter draws many parallels to an interaction I have covered in the past involving the arrest of attorney Victor Revel for defying the authority of a search warrant in central Alabama. I will post a link to that episode in the info card above. Regardless of any professional titles, all Americans are equally subject to the laws of this country. But the Espanola Police Department provided Sheriff Lujan with a degree of leniency that is not consistent with the standard protocols administered during most interactions with average citizens. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like...
That was really good. Just highlight what can happen with the police. This is another really good video of, and in this opportunity, the cops and the DA is in the wrong.
just below posted, so be sure to hit.
All right.
Who were attempting to serve a search warrant of Mr. Edward
Let's get here.
Ratliff of the Blunt courthouse, Mr. Edwards gave 2 of his 3 cell phones to Mr. Revel. As Ms. Garcia, Mr. Revel's wife, courthouse with the posted, so be sure to hit the subscribe button before it's too late. Now let's dive right in and audit the interaction. On February 23rd, 2017, attorneys Victor Revel and Megan Garcia were leaving the courthouse with their client, Lloyd Edwards, after appearing in court in reference to a protection from abuse order initiated by Mr. Edwards' wife, Jasmine. Before leaving the courthouse, Mr. Edwards gave 2 of his 3 cell phones to Mr. Revel. As Ms. Garcia, Mr. Revel, and Mr. Edwards exited the courthouse, they were confronted by Deputy Ashworth and Deputy Ratliff of the Blount County Sheriff's Office in Blount County, Alabama, who were attempting to serve a search warrant of Mr. Edwards and his vehicle.
I'm from the Sheriff's Office.
Do you have any other weapons on your person at this time that I need to know about? RC?
No, sir.
So
I
now?
do in the car.
Okay. What do you have in normal with?
A small pistol.
Okay. Your vehicle is also part of this search. Okay. So I'm going to have to ask you, do you have the keys to your automobile?
Yes, sir.
I need the keys to your automobile. Let me pat you down, make sure you don't have any other weapon. Just for your safety and ours. Just hang tight and we'll get all this resolved.
As mentioned earlier in the video, Mr. Edwards was appearing in court about a protection order issued by his wife. Mrs. Edwards alleged that Mr. Edwards had abused her and their daughter, and testified that Mr. Edwards' cell phones contained proof of her claims. Mrs. Edwards' testimony led the prosecution to pursue a search warrant for Mr. Edwards' person and vehicle, specifically targeting his 3 cell phones. I called the Revel law firm, and Mr. Revel stated that there was no evidence of abuse on the phones, and that the phones actually contained evidence that supported Mr. Edwards' innocence. Mr. Revel claims that Mrs. Edwards had exchanged explicit messages with Mr. Edwards, which indicated that her interactions with him were consensual and that he intended to submit the phones as evidence for the defense. Mr. Edwards later stated that Mr. Revel told him that, quote, "There may come a day when the prosecution wants your phone." And
crazy how this is about to turn out. I mean, I've never seen an interaction like this, and I just hope these attorneys and their client got a major payday and he got the stuff dropped.
one of the attorneys asked him for the 2 phones just before exiting the courtroom. The phones were then placed into Mrs. Garcia's brief.
Now, see, they done that after a court hearing, thinking, all right, we got evidence in here, we want to keep it secure. Gives it to his lawyer. That ain't like papers, pictures, anything. That would be commonplace to do, especially if they haven't already been requested by the court or a warrant or seized.
Briefcase prior to.
So he's got 2 of the phones with evidence in that briefcase, and they came out the court, they spotted them, they served them. Now, in the video you just saw beforehand, the sheriff was served, he was served, his phones were both in his pocket. What did he do? He handed the phones over in front, they let him, and the undersheriff, he basically instructed that undersheriff, he must have had a 3rd phone, and they gave him what they thought were the 2 phones that he had originally handed over. You won't see that happen like in this. In this case, he gets served with a warrant, his attorney takes it to read. While his attorney's reading it, he doesn't waste any time. He lets him search him. He gives him his keys. I think he even gave him his phone, if not said it was in his car. You know, unless that warrant also says to search his attorneys and their belongings and stuff, they can only get what's on him.
To exiting the building.
The warrants that you all have are for his person.
That's correct.
And for his vehicle.
That's correct.
So he is given the phone that's on his person.
Okay, I have video of him handing the phone to you, you handing the phone to her. It's in the satchel right now.
Yeah, you all do have that, but that is not on. When you all
No, I'm
came
not
on
here
him
to courthouse
to serve
with
this
Brian
warrant,
on the search
that was
warrant.
not on his person. So you all are not entitled to that.
Okay. Well, all right then. We'll go the other route to get that other phone.
As Mr. Revel mentioned, The language of the search warrant dictates that the search may be performed on Mr. Edwards' immediate person and vehicle only. Since Mr. Edwards was not in possession of the phones at the time of the warrant being served, the deputies are not entitled to them. If the deputies had acquired a search warrant for the phones themselves, then they may have had some authority to seize them. But the validity of such a search warrant would be questionable, considering that the defense also intends to submit the phones as evidence. The search warrant presented by the officers does not authorize them to search Mrs. Garcia, but the prosecution does have a trick up its sleeve, which we will discuss later in the video. After realizing that Mr. Revel is refusing to comply with the search, Deputy Ashworth calls the district attorney's office for advice on how to proceed.
Okay, we're standing here, and we have it on video that he handed his cell phone to his attorney, one, and then handed it to another, and it's in the satchel that is right here.
Well, are we being detained at this moment in time?
They're not denying it. We have it on video.
I'm going to detain you until we determine the next course of action. Give me
Well,
just a minute.
but I have this person and vehicle.
I'm going to turn this off. I think what we just done.
Okay. Okay. We either need the phone out of the satchel, or we will have to detain you and give search warrant to get the phone.
So you're going to, well, okay. Well, we're not going to give you, we're not going to give you anything that's on our person that you don't have a right to. So if you detain us, you have to have, there's certain constitutional safeguards to do that. But if you're going to detain us, then hey, we're not going to run. So, and you all are telling us we are being detained. Is that right?
Okay. You both are under arrest for obstructing government operations.
Obstructing government operations.
That's correct.
Obstructing government operations. That's a new one for me, folks.
This is definitely.
Isn't that face like the most Karen of all? What? Looking over like, she's like, back me up here. She knows she's in the wrong.
This is definitely an unlawful arrest. But we're under arrest. We're under arrest.
Mr. Revel is more than correct that this arrest is unlawful. Not only are the deputies charging Mr. Revel under the authority of an irrelevant search warrant, but neither Mr. Revel or Mrs. Garcia did anything that would constitute a violation of Alabama Code 13A-10-2. The code states that a person commits the crime of obstructing governmental operations if, by means of intimidation, physical force, or interference, intentionally obstructs the administration of law or prevents a public servant from performing a governmental function. Neither Mr. Revel nor Mrs. Garcia
Nope, that don't fit that definition.
Conducted themselves in a manner that was intimidating, physically forceful, or interfering. They both simply stated that they would not comply with the deputies' unlawful orders.
That's exactly right, and they shouldn't.
They did nothing to prevent the deputies from seizing the phone. If the deputies were so sure that the search warrant authorized them to seize the phones, then what was stopping them from taking Mrs. Garcia's bag and getting them? Certainly not Mr. Revel or Mrs. Garcia.
And that would make that charge false, so that's why the main lawyer's looking at the younger lawyer and be like, hey, relax, this is going to lead to a payday. She's saying, she's freaking out. She's like, I've never been in trouble before. Like, she's freaking out.
Sir, if you would, around and make sure you don't have no weapon on you. Of course not. Okay. Make sure.
We have it on video.
We have not broken the law. So if you're arresting us, I'm being arrested for obstructing government operations.
That's correct.
Let me take out this right here.
If you don't mind, take them copies. That way you'll be able to.
Real nice. Y'all want to arrest two lawyers for this charge? You sure you want to do this?
Subject to the law?
I am subject to the law. Okay. And this is And you and who are you?
I'm Sue Ashworth.
Sue Ashworth.
That's correct. And this is Brian Ratliff.
And you're arresting us under her orders?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Deputy Ratliff, yes, I want to make sure that you know from our position was that this search warrant, this warrant was given to him after he gave us some things for us to use in his defense. And so we did not do anything to keep you all from doing you all's job. Now, if you all want to this satchel and go through and do it, we're not preventing you from doing the search warrant on the car. I'm out here just. From the moment he's entered the courthouse, he's been under surveillance. Yeah. Okay. For the reasons of this search warrant. All right. I'm sitting here and watch you and him and her. Can't believe we get about 10 or 15 minutes. You looked up. Matter of fact, you did look up at the camera 2 or 3 times. He pulled the phone out and handed it to you. You handed it back to him. He was fooling with, I'm guessing, a password. And after a short period of time, he handed it back to you. You handed it to her. She put it in here. Okay? That is evidence for this search warrant. And you agree with me that you all served this search warrant subsequent to that, after that, all right? Yeah. After we left out the field, yes.
The deputies fail to understand the authoritative limitations of the search warrant, and Mr. Revel and Mrs. Garcia were arrested.
Yep, man. Wait till y'all hear the end of it. This is why these videos and channels are important like this about auditing things, because just like people have their finances and taxes audited to make sure there's no irregularities, governmental operations, public operations, so on and so forth, corporate, most even businesses will send people in that don't have a business badge on to check and do tests and balances and stuff.
Charged under Code 13A-10-2. The prosecution initially offered to drop the charges if Mr. Revel agreed to write a letter apologizing and admitting that the deputies did nothing wrong. But Mr. Revel rejected their offer and decided to proceed with a trial. In the ensuing criminal trial, Mr. Revel and Mrs. Garcia's defense argued that the state failed to establish the defendant's intent and that no crime was committed because the search warrant did not authorize the search of Mr. Edwards' attorneys. The prosecution argued that they were entitled to the phones under the exigent circumstances doctrine, which is a legal precedent that allows for warrantless searches in circumstances where evidence has a high likelihood of being destroyed, such as cell phone data. I have covered the exigent circumstances doctrine in a previous video, which I will link in the info card above. During the trial, Mr. Edwards, who was still under investigation at the time, testified for the prosecution, but stated that District Attorney Casey tried to prep him in his testimony, even though she had reportedly recused herself from the case, and Mr. Edwards became a key witness for Mr. Revel's defense. Ultimately, Judge King acquitted Mr. Revel and Mrs. Garcia of all charges and stated that the deputies were wrong about the authority of the search warrant and that the defendants never physically prevented the deputies from carrying out their duties. Mr. Revel and Mrs. Garcia were forced to recuse themselves from Mr. Edwards' case after filing 2 separate federal lawsuits against Deputy Ratliff and Deputy Ashworth, as well as District Attorney Casey and the Assistant District Attorney Scott Gilliland. It is worth noting that Mr. Edwards has yet to go to trial, and his case has been reset by a different grand jury several times over the past 2 years. It is highly irregular for a district attorney to delay indictment when the suspect has been charged, and there is merit to the notion that she may be delaying Mr. Edwards' prosecution so that she can use his pending case as leverage against him for his testimony in the federal lawsuit against her. Nonetheless, Mr. Revel is optimistic.
That's some sneaky bullshit right there, y'all. Pushing out a case of a guy because his former lawyer that you tried to fucking whack out on this has now got a lawsuit and they want to put pressure on him to test that. Man, that is such a shit position to be in.
About the case and told me that he expects to reach a settlement agreement with certain undisclosed stipulations. Overall, the deputies and district attorneys of the Blount County Sheriff's Office get an F for exaggerating the authority of a search warrant, violating Mr. Revel and Mrs. Garcia's Fourth Amendment rights, and
Man, look at that frickin' Karen face. Good God.
falsely arresting them for obstruction. At one point in the video, Deputy Ashworth states that she is detaining Mr. Revel and Mrs. Garcia until she is able to acquire a search warrant. And she may have had the authority to do that under the exigent circumstance doctrine. If Deputy Ashworth had stuck to that plan, she may have been able to legally seize the phones, but she instead chose to escalate the detainment to an arrest rather
Exactly.
than wait.
She escalated instead of de-escalated. Always gets people.
For a proper search warrant. The phones were eventually searched by the prosecution, but they did not contain any usable evidence. And even if they had, the prosecution would not have been able to submit them as evidence in the trial against Mr. Edwards because the phones were illegally obtained. The only thing that the prosecution got out of this interaction was a federal lawsuit that will likely result in a hefty settlement. Mr. Revel gets an A+ for having the mental agility and conversational fortitude to dispute the validity of the search warrant and the courage and conviction to defend his personal liberty and stand by his defendant's rights. Mr. Revel immediately knew that the arrest was unlawful and offered the deputies multiple opportunities to reconsider. There is no doubt that Mr. Revel and Mrs. Garcia will walk away from this case with a victory, and any client would be lucky to have their representation. Mr. Revel deserves recognition for his conduct during this interaction, and I will leave a link to the Revel Law Firm's website in the description below for anyone in Alabama who may be interested in seeking their services. Let us know.
Wow. That's great. Hell, I wish almost I lived in Alabama. Well, you know, he's right there. Aw, but I don't see Miss Garcia anymore. She might have just been an intern or something. Or doing her, you know, whatever you do in law school. I'm sure they do like a apprentice or internship with a law firm or something, depending on what they do. Yeah, they don't have her no more. She's not listed on the team. But Mr. Revel is top. Lead attorney. Well, that's great. Dumb genius. Fucking idiotic name. Dumb genius. Oh, the church trap. The church trap.
E7 and nothing more.
Ooh, wee!
It's about to get juicy. It's about to get juicy.
I always knew he was a corporal clinger.
Be yourself. You ain't got to do all that in these YouTube streets.
Man, that's what I want to see. But you know, I ain't going.
You enjoying the show, bro? But hope to have you on panel at some point in time, AD. You ain't got to come up tonight and shit and all that, but at some time I like to talk. I ain't talked to you in a long time, AD. You know how we act up on the motherfucking panel.
Not Triple T. I tell you what I want to see, man.
AD. I thought anonymous dude left. Is he talking about anonymous dude? Yep. Well, he never left. He's changed his thing. Yeah, he changed his channel up. You got all those subs, man. You got all those. Damn, you only have 657 views. That's because you're taking down your vids. You only have you got 1,000 subs, and you covered the workyverse and everything, and you stopped. Why? I know why. Because you didn't want to deal with the quote unquote drama. Basically, you couldn't handle any of the pressure anymore. I don't know if I can blame you, although I find that very fucking sarcastic there. Hang in there. Yeah, I mean, what the fuck else is that guy gonna do besides hang there? He's fucking stuck. That's a perfect picture of how I've been the past year. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking unfucking believable, dude. I never doxed him or anything, and hell, he was supposed to be, you know, there for me.
Hey, we get that in, no. We get that in. We get that in. We got plenty of time, don't we?
Oh yeah, Triple T. It's two sides to every story, Triple T. You ain't got a lot of kicking.
Actually, there's three sides. One side, another side, then the truth.
You ain't got a lot of kicking and shit.
I tell you what I want to see. I want to see your bitch ass face right straight up in front of mine. That's what I want to see. But you know, I ain't gonna get into all that. But that'd be what I want to
You wouldn't do it, Iceman.
see. Leave Eileen, what's her name? Eileen wearing those. You know, your transvestite wife. Leave her at home, bro. Just leave her at home. You know. Little bitch ass motherfucker. Go on over there and do your cartoons, bro.
Y'all just want to dominate. I mean, y'all ain't no better than Filthy and them. That's the thing. And if anything, you are actually, and I'm not saying this to get brownie points at WV or nothing, because they know I don't think they're good. But you guys are just, if not more dirtier.
Do your little cartoon.
You got a former Workyverse up there at the top right whore. You got a former crackhead, crack selling smoker up there to the top left who came up on this panel, and you know, and he has the audacity to talk about, oh, I ain't invited to lady night, blah blah blah. Man, fuck that. There ain't no actual ladies over there. And another thing, Gene, it's funny whenever I talk about birds, something you get real offended now and stuff, but bro, I guess you forgot all the times you went at females and went at them. Just because people don't screen record you as much as me and stuff, and it ain't all widely out there, people remember it, dude.
You know. Yeah.
I got your song whenever you're ready to.
Yeah, we'll get back to it and shit. But right now, we're gonna give a spell. We're gonna let the ladies have a good time. It's Friday night and shit. And
Woo! Woo! I just got a finger shoved up my butthole. Woo!
Different, y'all. It's a different ball game.
Push it further. Woo! Yeah.
I love this shit.
Oh boy, I love this shit. I love this shit. You stick it in my ass, I love this shit. Fucking piece of shit.
And that's why we unstoppable.
Huh. Dude been straight up hovering between 500 to 700 subs past 6 months, but he unstoppable.
And that's why we ain't going nowhere.
Bro, there are people who have had shorter careers than you on YouTube that are outperforming you. In all the channels I've had done Genius, I've surpassed you in views and likes if I hadn't have fucking suffered the losses.
Well, because we generally love this shit. Y'all playing with this shit.
What the fuck you talking about?
Fuck is y'all talking about? Nothing.
Oh yeah, we talking about it. It's just that you want to do this, la 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 la, like a little kid, and put your fingers in your ear when you know you're wrong.
We don't hear nothing come from the other side. We hear crickets and shit.
Shit, you fucking wouldn't let the crybaby so-called beta back bitch confront you on your panel and could handle it, dude. You are softer than Jello and pudding pops, bitch. Melted in between Bill Cosby's ass cheeks and shoved down your throat with birds cum on it that she got from Malo to the other dude. You fucking jackass, fucking wannabe dictator ass, wannabe filthy motherfucking piece of shit.
Y'all motherfuckers always bitter, can't have a good time, always mad and shit, always got something to say, always complaining and
Oh,
shit.
always mad,
Shut
always
y'all ass
complaining
up.
and shit.
Sit your bitch ass down and shit.
Yeah, you
We
ain't
don't have
you ain't talking to nobody, dude. You're in an echo chamber, bro. You're in an echo chamber. It's like it's like watching a bunch of people in the ward fucking thinking that they're talking to themselves all about the same thing, but they're really talking about three different things and they don't even fucking know where they're at.
we here to have a good time and shit. Fuck who?
Fuck them all.
Fuck them all.
Yeah, including yours.
Who gives a fuck about them?
You do, you do, and you do.
I don't.
Man, I don't either, bro.
But he was just talking about Triple T.
What about that?
Hypocrites, man. You can't comment and do shit and then say, who gives a fuck about him? I don't. If I did that shit, you'd laugh and say, bro, you just, like, man, I hate these motherfuckers. I hate these motherfuckers. They are man, y'all are so fucking trash to do that to a human being. Yeah, I'm talking about me. And you know what? You're trash to do what you're doing to books. Oh, the Gene team still has a square, y'all. It's just brown square.
So they can take their bitter ass, sour ass.
It's my crazy, separated from a science experiment twin and cut off from me, so I never knew or grew up with him. That's what fucking books is. Like in a weird fictional type of metaphysical way. He's like the 10 times worse version. I don't even like comparing it, but I say a version because he, like me, is allowing himself to feel like he's a part of something and they're giving him breadcrumbs and he feels like he's satisfied and a part of the team. And as long as he keeps doing his attack streams, they will gladly feed him hook, line, and sinker.
Ass, sour puss ass somewhere down and sit down somewhere, man. Because it's our time. We taking over this bitch. We gonna show y'all have a good time.
Oh yeah, have a good time by listening to nothing but music that talks about the same shit and promotes the same shit that fucking got you and countless of other people, white and black, in trouble. You're gonna push that culture of music, that fucking whore bag criminal, she's gonna push it too. So is Ice, because that's all he knew what to bump his head to back when he was incarcerated. You know, I mean, you guys are fucking pathetic. And you are not gonna threaten me. Iceman, you can't even leave the state of Kentucky, bitch.
We gonna make y'all laugh y'all motherfucking socks off.
That's what it should be about.
I haven't laughed at one thing.
That's what it should be about, man.
But it could be about that if you all, I don't know, focus on content instead of other people.
It shouldn't be about all this widespread motherfucking hating and shit. And then you motherfuckers know where we are. If you want to do something, come on and do it. You know, pull up on them.
No, that's what you want, because you want to try to be able to get a payday or something.
Motherfucker. Go up on a motherfucker's face and say some of this shit. See what happens. I bet you fucking land flat on that ass.
The fuck they talking about?
Not if they did it to you.
I keep saying it. They don't.
I guarantee I would go up in your face, ass man, within 2-3 feet distance, and say everything I'm saying right now to your face. Fucking 130% guarantee I would. I wouldn't give a shit if you were taller, may have some bigger arms. I wouldn't give a shit. And once you throw that first one, I got the power to knock you off your ass.
Don't do it like us. They're not colorful like us. They don't have the imagination like us. They don't have the creativity like us.
And believe in me, it won't take me but a few seconds to figure out a quick-witted phrase to cut your ass down that you will fucking react.
All they have is hate. All they had is deception. All they have is a bunch of lies. All they have is a bunch of fake ass content. All they have is going after different family members and shit, making phone calls and doing all this other stupid shit.
Oh, but y'all remember now. Remember, he's talking 90% about me, but he's covering it only the 10% of Bird and what he considers his people's plight. Gene, you know just as much as Dagburn knows, just as much as Tracy and Kelly knows, as well as their mom. None of you, not a single fucking person a part of that clown car, has had 1/5 the amount of torment, ridicule, humiliation, bullying, abuse of police and governmental investigative power, abuse of false reports, online and offline, rumors, slander, libel, false pedophilia accusations. You ain't experienced none of it, bitch.
Shit. Porn bombing and shit. That's all they are about, y'all. That's
Oh, but you was too pussy enough to keep me up on there. And I think I know why. You know why? Andrea, I think you played flip-flop. Yeah, y'all. You know why? For some reason, at one point, Andrea didn't want me to go forward with tonight. She wanted me to go forward with tonight. And I did originally think of porn bombing. Both groups. I didn't. Not because I didn't have the time or chance, but I decided not to. Because WV could have just joined along with them if I had believed what Andrea was saying and everything, and she could have sold that. But I knew it was, I mean, and I think after everything I got to witness and hear and stuff, Andrea, that's why she called. And I think she had figured it out that I did plan to, so, Andrea, don't contact me again unless you're going to tell the whole fucking truth and admit some of the things you've been doing because I know in my heart and intuition you can't gaslight me anymore. And if you try that dumb, I'm just gonna hang up on you. You are more mad at Filthy and them, and you don't think I am. I'm not, but one thing at a time. And so you decided that's why you didn't stay up on panel longer or anything and stand by me because you 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 are sensitive like I am, and you'd rather that's why you wouldn't call out Bird and Army directly or nothing. It all fucking lines up, Andrea. I guarantee you told them to not let me stay on there no matter how long I talked because I was probably gonna form bomb them. And you know what? You were fucking right.
That's all they have. But now we got to stand together and we got to rise against the motherfucking opposition.
Mm-hmm.
They're so juvenile and remedial, man. Like, come on.
And we're going to keep going live. Remedial like a motherfucker. We're going to keep going live and keep going live and keep going live. When I shut my shit down, somebody else from the team going to go live. When they shut their shit down, somebody else from the team going to go live. I'll get up early in the motherfucking morning and go live. Why? Because the YouTube streets need this shit. And we're going to make the streets great again. We're going to keep giving y'all motherfucking colorful motherfucking content and shit. We're going to outthink the motherfuckers. We're going to keep y'all entertained and shit. If y'all want true entertainment, y'all come over this side and shit. If y'all want to see
Better
something
know you
different.
could never afford it, Justin. That's all you need to know, my guy.
Yeah. Hey, you know what, Gene? Let me go a little bit further with that. What you were saying. All right. Hey, if you all want to come over here, kick it with us, and don't have to be told where you can go. You know what I'm saying? Where you got to go, where you're not allowed to go.
Oh, but wasn't I not allowed to go to Dagburns as a Gene Team member? Wasn't I not allowed to go to Worky Burst and snipe them? Wasn't I allowed not to talk to people that was against them? Rule for thee and motherfucking not me, hypocritical, line changing, flip flopping bastards.
Like, we don't give a damn where you go.
Yes, you do.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you do. So then, Andrea, were you working with Ice too? Was all that just a little banter? Because Iceman was telling me not to trust you and stuff. And then Bird said, no, that she was with y'all. So either Bird put you out and lied about you falsely to make herself look good and try to make me feel bad, or you've been working with this whole side the whole time. And you had to have known what I mean, that's why you were trying to coax me into not wanting to be a part of their team back then and stuff, wasn't it? Fuck every single one of you people.
Want to go watch somebody else's stuff? Go on. More power to you. You know what I'm saying? But like, we're just keeping it real over here. We ain't trying to be all like motherfucking dictators and run shit and all this and that. Like,
Gene Team. And you know who makes the decisions? Those two up there, and she gets to do some of the bullshit.
Y'all can go where you want to go. I mean, that's a beautiful thing about.
I challenge anyone from the Gene Team to go over to Johnny Goble and give him your honest thoughts and opinions and criticism, and see how long you stay in there.
Democracy, you know. Yeah.
Goddamn right. Iceman is my dog. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. How y'all try to judge him? Once y'all pull up out his pants and shit. That's my motherfucking dude, man. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna stay down with him like a.
You know what? As much as Iceman has said I don't trust that motherfucker, so you know why he don't trust me? Because he knows I got morality, unlike him. I ain't been in the joint and everything. See, he plays by that dirty, only snitch if it helps yourself and can get by and no one ever knows it and always deny. But Iceman, I do believe with all the trouble and everything, highly likely, very highly likely, that you were a snitch. And you're a piece of shit for that. Because I was facing a felony. And somebody, almost like a brother to me, was shown, and they had to have known in their minds, but not officially to where they could prove it, that I knew who that was. And they wanted me to identify the person. I was facing a felony at 19 fucking years old for something I didn't do, but gave somebody a ride who did it without telling me. You know what I did? I asked for a lawyer. I did say I really couldn't tell who that is. And I really couldn't be for sure. 100%. And I definitely wasn't going to say something and try to get myself a smooth ride or whatever by laying a name out there, especially not being 100% sure of someone that I knew. You're a fucking
motherfucker. And Bird belongs to me. Bird redeemed herself and all that shit and stood up to all you
She ain't redeemed herself. You fucking took her in out of sympathy.
motherfuckers and proved herself and don't need none of y'all motherfuckers. That's my bitch. She done showed y'all I'm damn proud of shit. I don't give a good goddamn. Bird.
Oh, so you're proud of her running the troll on me. I think that's what that is really saying.
Bird is stronger than any one of you motherfuckers. Got balls the size of motherfucking Grand Canyon and shit. And we not.
One reason why she's got balls is because they're always on her chin and her fucking mouth.
Not going nowhere. We gonna keep dropping this shit. Y'all didn't want to see it. Now it's taking place and shit. Carrie, shout out to you too, Carrie.
Say, shout out to Logic for the payback. That's all I'm gonna say. You did that, my guy. You did that.
Hell yeah. Hey man,
Shout him out.
Shout out to everybody, man. Like,
shout out to Logic for the payback.
Shout out to all the motherfucking supporters of the LeanTeam. All the real motherfuckers.
And with this, I have a message to say at the end.
All the motherfuckers that kept it real. All the motherfuckers that's been real from day one. You know?
Now is the time, y'all. Now is the time to go ahead and drive their ass out. Now is the time to come together and shit, y'all. If you don't speak up now, you'll never be heard. You're going to never get no justice. You'll never get no freedom and shit. If y'all want to get out of that worky-verse shit, get up out of that shit right now. If y'all tired of that shit over there watching Square and shit, sitting in this fucking bed and y'all going back and forth, waking up in the morning, screaming and sniping and shit, and that shit getting boring and played out, y'all know where to go and shit.
Hell yeah. Man, ain't nobody give a damn about Square like that.
Now Gene wants to fucking get rid of the attention on me. Gene, just wait until after I finish your bullshit and divulge what's about to happen.
Man, anyway, dude.
They don't give a fuck about him.
He just needs to sit over there and play his video game streams and leave this big boy talk to the big boys, you know?
Leave it to the big dogs.
Yeah.
Anyways, I got to get up out of here, y'all. It's been 3 hours and shit.
Be careful what you wish for.
Plus, I'm gonna go ahead and get prepared for in the morning and shit, Bird. So we can go and set shit up because we got a big weekend coming up. We got Saturday. We're gonna have a get up in the morning. We're gonna welcome. We're gonna have a Good Morning America show, and then Sunday, what we got, Bird?
Oh, the Trap Church.
And Bird, you got to give me that.
Blasphemy, bigotry, blasphemy. That's it's a perfect fucking report right there. Bop, as Gene would say. Mr. Bop. Bop. How you like me now, Gene?
That collab too. I got
I
some big.
know
I got some
we're
big
gonna
things
do it.
brewing.
I promise we're gonna do it.
Hell yeah.
Let them sit by the sideline and let them wish they could do what we do. They can't. If y'all want to go over there and see what they're doing, y'all can predict what they're gonna do. Each
Y'all
day
never
they
know
ain't got.
about us.
Y'all
They
never know
predictable
about
as
us.
fuck.
Really?
They predictable as fuck.
Really?
You got a roundabout time in the morning, Gene? That way people just
It
kind of
ain't
know.
gonna.
Don't say
It ain't.
exactly.
You're right. It ain't gonna be that early. And plus, I like to go spontaneously. So it ain't gonna be that early. It might be like around maybe 10 o'clock or something. It might be anywhere between 9, 10, 10:30, something like that.
Now he wants to go spontaneously because he's afraid I'm going to be going.
Central time, right?
Yeah, Central
He wants to try to, you know.
time.
Okay, cool. I don't have to get up too early. I was just wanting to know for selfish reasons.
And I've
Yeah, we all know your fat ass can't get up early.
been drinking. I damn sure ain't finna get up super early.
Yeah, and we know Iceman ain't either.
I've been
All
drinking.
right.
Yeah.
Well, take that back. The wasp dope does have a stimulant effect. He might be up.
Yeah, get your tomato juice out, man.
I hope y'all enjoyed the content and shit. I want y'all to like, comment, and subscribe.
The content, playing some music and dogging somebody they used and abused while talking about the same people that they've talked about that they, quote unquote, as Iceman said, throw you to the wolves. Fuck you.
Subscribe to my shit and make sure y'all share the stream. They try to come with a motherfucking porn bomb, but that's a motherfucking dream. And a nasty.
Right there. Right there. See, he can be talking about Feller, because Feller porn bombed him. And I think I did share with the WV that I'm gonna get him before we had streamed. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't until after. I don't know. But Andrea knew. And I believe that's what Dumb Genius is talking about defeating, is by keeping me down.
Nasty ass.
Andrea, I'll wait till the end to say what I gotta say.
Matt, shout out to you, my guy.
What up? What up? What up? Meet the Mets from NYC, from the East Coast and shit. What up, man? Y'all like, comment, subscribe and shit. We ain't stopping no time soon. I love this shit. I love this shit.
We love this shit. We'll
We on
see
that
y'all in the
gas.
morning.
Good
Straight
night,
on that
y'all.
gas.
Jinx
Peace out, y'all.
machine, bitch.
All
Jinx.
these nigga hoes and all you bitch ass niggas gonna exit out the game as soon as I walk inside the door. You bitch ass niggas ain't nothing.
Oh, but oh yeah, I forgot.
They could ever compare to me, bitch. I'm here to stay, and this is my game, this is my rules. Ain't nothing going on without top saying so. So close your
Dumb Genius couldn't even come up with that on his own, so she had to fucking put his face on a guy that's really been about that life.
fucking mouth when you anything about me, man.
I'm running my mouth about you. What you gonna do, man? Yeah, that's what it is, Ice. It's a joke. Wow, you actually got one thing.
And we out. Take us out, Bert.
I got you.
Yeah, hurry up, slow hag.
Really don't matter what these niggas at. Shooting at me, so I shoot at them back. I
Such a great role model.
can't let them put the shank in my back. I can't let them get away with a stack. I can't let them get away with the track. I can't let them get away on the scratch. I can't let them get away with the trap. I can't let them put his face on the map. Begging me, begging me, begging me, begging me.
I can't let him put his face on the map.
Begging me to let them live. Ain't no telling what I do on them pills. Keep a pistol cause I know.
Oh, ain't no telling what I do on them pills, but they talk about me on my medication.
How it is. In the system, they ain't giving no deals. Blame it on me cause I'm keeping it real. Innocent people get shot in the field. Stay in my lane, am I going insane? It's just simple and plain and they can't get the best of me. Telling me over and over again I belong in the cell. That is my destiny. Open the gate when I say open sesame. Open the clip and they keep on arresting me. Cooking the dope when you gave them the recipe. Killing the enemy, ending his legacy. Woo! Going to war cause you know that I'm ready. Woo! Couple of slugs to pump in your belly. Woo! Couple grenades to turn you to jelly. You think you would thug, but you
Trash. 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 Alright. Well. I don't know, Gene, but because of Andrea and your whole crew, and yes, it remains to be seen, but it looks like Andrea's part of your whole crew. Pretty damn near. And I ain't saying that because Workyverse believes that I've got a lot of things that pointed out on my own. I sat here, there's no one on panel or in the chat or talking to me, putting words in my mouth. Everything is flowing from my conscious. And yeah, I've decided that I will no longer be a part of any of this. I tried to join 2 communities now on YouTube, and with all the complicated factors of trying to form a relationship with people, and especially groups of people online, I didn't always do probably the best or the greatest, the most I could have some, but I did give them my all. And if they don't believe that, well, that's their loss, and that's for both of them. Tonight is marking the end of a year and some change of nothing but being led astray and lied to, used, misused, abused, manipulated, gaslighted, tricked, trolled, disrespected, threatened, family attacked, etc., etc. I will not sit here and take it from two groups. I barely could take it with one, and it is all Dumb, Gene, Bird, Books, Iceman, Dagburn, possibly Andrea, as well, Filthy, and too many to name. But the reason I labeled you guys first is because you lied. You said you were here for me. You said you were gonna protect me and get me exposure. You said you were gonna help change this for me. And all of you lied. Every single one of you lied to me. So there's no more tears or milk or whatever you want to fucking sickly imagine it to gather anymore. I will delete my YouTube channel as soon as I exit this live. And no one will ever see me on here again. And if any of you are upset for right or wrong reasons, what have you, you may refer to the so-called team for this decision and their treatment done to me. Peace and final blessings and goodbye to all.